MTN Ghana, what's the meaning of this? When the data bundle for TableNet was 92 gig, the one that Slawusu brought, I could use it for like 6 weeks or 2 months. Watch so many movies. The new one, you said you have brought it back to 214 gig. I just bought one. Less than 3 weeks. It's my second movie I'm watching. Data finish. Yeah, the other one, I watched several movies, watched a whole series, Squid Games, everything. Second movie I'm watching. And then normal daily browsing on phone. How can 214 gig last for just 3 weeks when 92 gig was lasting for 2 months? See, I'm watching a movie here. See. You can see the merry-go-round. It's finished. The data bundle is finished. Less than 3 weeks. Is it even 3 weeks? July 1st. So, 19 days. 214 gig finished. With less consumption. MTN, please explain. I don't understand this.
Somebody consider Nabeka. And after that, your Mahama, what did Yami? A 2 person Bekasa. And then you won't Kasa Nabekasa. Also to be Kasa. Yachum for Monamumpo, my yellow. Ayawa, we are sitting in our house. And we are sitting in our almost show. Just let the camera sue so. Said the other camera see penny for me so. I can't somebody for Homono. What's the one fight? German Nipa for Hoodie. And then you wouldn't have about them more than 24 hours. And that's what it Diaminti. Sami $50. What you be? Et tout le monde kasa. On soit fresh au djinao. On soit fresh au djinao. Mon cher, wodi avant mon kaho. Wodi citizen. Wodi mon cher non. Aha. Mon cher wodi. Ayo no we. When na Mahama ta no so fight me freedom no. And na dey wa gentle. And na dey wodi dia me. No what no. Sami dollar jele dey so on kasa. E wi asi jina be wo say dey su bite here. Somebody consider Nabeka. And after that, your Mahama, what did Yami? A 2 person Bekasa. And then you won't Kasa Nabekasa. Also to be Kasa. Yachum for Monamumpo, my yellow. Ayawa, we are sitting in our house. And we are sitting in our almost show. Just let the camera sue so. Said the other camera see penny for me so. I can't somebody for Homono. What's the one fight? German Nipa for Hoodie. And then you wouldn't have about them more than 24 hours. And that's what it Diaminti. Sami $50. What you be? Et tout le monde kasa. On soit fresh au djinao. On soit fresh au djinao. Mon cher wodi avant mon kaho. Wodi citizen. Wodi mon cher non. Aha. Mon cher wodi. Ayo no we. When na Mahama ta no so fight me.
Into move message when come Ashanti regional chief imam no. Politics dware nanim, dware ne ton, dware na brabo. Allah and the other mama bofuma na inframe pie free ne to. On to me, I sorry papa and so the menu. Now, one can't say, Busa Baumia say, I then na Kufuado empase. I deal with the answer or no Baumia or Christ Cremoni anymunyam. Motete Ghana na in some hunu and a moody. Onyanko ponko kroko Allah obe kumun cremofon penifoni bi. Mon cano creno, obe kumu yakete, mumubi mobadamon sorry. Mumubi mube tukwan kan kwenchiana mubenya mumubi mugina sore dem masalachi mo ya ablution mo ya sala na mafamewu mudi onyankopon din etinkremosum na mudi din kwasi asem saba omia ye kremoni papa na mo nkremofo mpenifo a mo Ghana mumubi sa mo so mudi ne kura mo nkan kire ba omia se on kan kire eye ekufo ade se on sign eye den eye tumu document na on fan hye ono ne nwanimunyam ene nkremofo animunyam. Ba omia ba politics e de na ode ahye nkremofo animunyam nothing. Infantofo ne yankwasiafo ye infantofo ye bi ye gimo mpese me ko western region ahantafo no omo de mo gimi times 2 ahantafo no de omo gimi no plus 30 western region omo kura de kan oti Elmina oti Cape Coast oti Commander oti Mankasim oti South Pond oti Winneba oti all the way to Asindompim Fosu Central ututia NDC we aboa kohwe omo gu Cape Coast ho omo gu Asin ho no mo kohwe. Are you mad? Oya ohene na wote apata ase na wo ka kire Ghana for say yemfa tumi ma ba omi a wo ye kwasea. Yes, unim nyansa. Wo ye sofo na wo gina asori anim. Now from all these things you are seeing, na wo see entam tumi sanfama MPP a wo ye sofo kwasea, unim nyansa. Na empire ne oman na ye nchichiri ne ye na wote ase ese unim nyansa. Wejimi. Oya ohene na wote akonnwam ka kire me say yen samtam to me ma sa nipa we ya mo na omo sandi Ghana so abra mo di Ghana so mfie. Are you mad? Oya ohene na wote apata ase ukora na ekuta na waje hono ukokuro bi so bi ko toilet ukora na ekuta na waje hono ukokuro bi so bi ko toilet ye de obeye jiri osum nyame amfo wadwene sum Muhammad oba lokuta Quran Muhammad oba asase so lokuta ye wo lokuta Quran eye nipa no asem ene ya choro ene kuta nipa eye nipa no asem enti asem na gidi book na kuta ndi
Sariki musulmi a ono America alaji papa ya uza ene ni mpanyimfo ene ya shaha sa emrete we eye nua ya wafase ya ba
keke obi say udin da ho ana obi nka asem ntia odan no kre. You're growing in politics, in public life. One day obi the year obetiase when really all you have left is your name, your reputation. Today it may seem very trivial to you. Ebe will say a trivial at the end of me, but one fine day you will understand. Especially when your children are growing up, you're married, or lawyer konenim, and I believe I know you're a smart guy. Or lawyer you might konenim, politics konenim. Now we cast him for no credit. You will understand why I'm doing what I'm doing today. And you know this saying that social media doesn't forget.
No.
One day somebody will Google my name and that story will appear. Yeah. So it is not trivial. And yes, I'm a trim na me trim. I am ya. So yes, sir.
Shaman.
Now the man Keke. Obi say udin da ho. And obi
the proverb, East African proverb I will end here is when an armed robber, when a thief tells you to go to court, it's because his brother is the judge.
That's right.
Hey, I said the proverb, East African proverb I will end here is when an armed robber, when a thief tells you to go to court, it's because his brother is the judge.
That's right.
Hey, I said the proverb, East African proverb I will end here is when an armed robber, when a thief tells you to go to court, it's because his brother is the judge.
That's right.
all right. Busia. Chio bibia, mo bibia, aha, mo bibia jo. Chechia obia, chechi obia. Wa ende eye fiade wajebre. Se one yen ebedi juma abomu. Mema wakwa abasron konde ba. Mesrel se afei na wahu ye page ya. De besrel ne se obe share wa like it. Na wa subscribe wa mayen. Se program na ekoso no eye ode ana se program na ekoso no ye ofe na opese wo support wa wo TikTok wa utumi send the gifts wo YouTube wa utumi send the gift and then YouTube ya the gift yaba afei so many age finally me Facebook page you know Facebook for ahwehwe me ni amani na mu ehun se me nkwaye obi abone enti say o ma release me page na ama me fully they say no me Facebook page no menya no fully nti yabekoso ato akoso na ya ye adwuma wo ho nti mesrɛ ho so ba I say Facebook for na mo tware mo fa stars ma yesrɛ mo mama stars no so enye den ensu and the program ne very simple said ya da me ye no amaye no for so long no ebra MPP wo ho say omu read the budget we are me ba na me no mienu ye pensen budget no mu ehwe de ebeboa me no mienu ne dia emwa yen me die ba ye the same na NDC for ba ban mu mo a mwedi mechi ache na mo follow me program mo kai say me ka kire mo say I will not start judging NDC until they pass their budget. Now I also give them a grace period and I'm share mo boss say the real economy NDC for be to me no ever starting a happen once they present on media budget. Because media budget no afei na wankasa government ya wo ho no oye den wo de wo neama a odi gugu akwan mu o test ye no afei na wu hu ensunsanso a wunyaye se ebebo oman no se ambo oman no ene na abegi said the tesa na say usually your first quarter and I say or first year as any new government be at the bano now you rely on what the previous government been in the maybe a omode toho and a wujina so now the yes and usually that's our echo make Ghana for again say omobe start here feel the pinch of sa NDC amembu way after Forson comes to lay his budget, which is the media budget. Now, mama make us say in trouble. And then I may add more program ya so mene nimdieni ba ko no na ba na sa niam we a oti ase yi eye Mr. KOFI TONTO mo amunim no mene ne be di dwuman em say obobo no ho enche obejoin ne na ye ne na di dwuman ba me pese me ankasa me pre yi kakra ma ye no me pese metumi ne mo che bibi kakra nto so obejoin ne na ye ne na take one after the other. There's something Forson has been able to do twice. My charity Michiao. Let's say one catch. Adia Munu na wet to me aye. Now, so can me say the same Forson has committed the same crime twice. The Ghanaian media is quiet. They are actually praising him. They are waiting for IMF to go and look into the thing and come and expose Ghana again. Please, big up. Samoba Kaya. And yeah, Forson then the first budget ever to Ghana. On my man, you figures be money who say Kufuadu say your mind on a yen that say get someone there, someone Yamabegum. That was the impression he gave. Stamukaya. They call IMF no. Yen in the IMF Kaya. IMF catcher and say, to me fa one kasa imagination and I say figures here. And your correct figures here recorded and found your budget and found massa juma and we go back and fix the abnormalities now. What the actual budget in muno launch on first budget second join yen was am making and yamen American I am a buy yen na ye redeem yen na ye movie. Yes, it is true. The media wouldn't talk about things like that because he go on my buying anymore. The media will hide this because he go on my buying anymore. Andra Forson sign call parliament ya. Oba ye sebio ondua bro ondua banche na sebe wako dodo ho ne ntopo enobaye tumi ayeden afri mu aba. Na so wo se wanya growth rate of 6.6. Na onim se meka se NDC party no intelligent people ni mu a enye didi atem. Eye omusuban adentia onimpa as figures now all can wrong utie onim as a doctor PhD holder in finance or whatever you call yourself, you are supposed to know the actual data. But politics and said the ama buying ho be ye fentino Forson kata neni tieniye or kata neni na wa wrong figures na no ama na luku se na ban na ya de papa bi na what the same ade na koma IMF na IMF asen atwi nanim se aden na de bia wo ba wo de tro na breme wasen aye bio ato Forson assign edise adwuma ni bio. And again the media is quiet. Mesia Trigana phone in adwene e de akwakusi somewhere in May. Ebra a governor of Bank of Ghana, Esiama or Esiama ba ye na watch them the entire way akodaha, the entire way eduruha, any growth I ye enjoy. Otumi bo modia ka say, no kura Ghana for me say, gold for oil purchasing no, abua. Ama ye reserves no aye stronger. Tie. Ebio. One kasa one Bank of Ghana letter one troye. Echre say ampa gold for oil no na aye successful. And no go dan chain. Almost 30 gold board. Ye ni na ye kai. Ye din kai ba be ye bi say oh ye sika sem ni ye kono. It's as a result of gold board now, ya set now, ya do collect gold, no. And then certain people be on my journey that will be say, there be some wo body, ya share ya cry, ya some monko starting kokasa, na mo starting ko digano. 1 month my etikachile gold wa he, and I was some few gold board no, et media bregana for. No crane be there, say gold board buy no, no gold be a 1 year 0.08%, which means say na omunya 1 ton po 0.08 tons na nupo. Kana community ni ye. Me catch us say NDC fo aban abai. One more for Ghana for sapofunu because omunim say na enkrofo bebre ebu afu aban dada no. Enti omanya good will a omu betumi de adada enkrofo. But say we Ghana ni na wo do Ghana. Aban we niama omo ye nesese wo ma oyam hihyew na wo start kasam na mo ma ye de ye nansi wo na ye Ghana si because omu mbu yen NDC fo mpanifo e wo ho omu mbu yen hwese wo ankasa wakoye audit e wo Sebi Cathedral na o president Mahama wo ankasa begina ho aye press conference e bia nanum say oh cathedral no kra no enye boni bia na emom say no ono person ode ye den ode ye cultural center from cathedral to cultural center na afei na do di ho beteye MPP di ho beteye kakra ya sanya soma di abronsama sra ne ngose wondi atro Felix Kwachio fosu say that Ghana for say yeah the rent to be my obi and yeah jiska bi wa ha and a design way kokosi say and all to create say that Steve said the cathedral no there was a problem in it, and it is the same thing that Forson decides to do. Yeah, who say gold for oil no e de ensunso so papa ebre Ghana mine e boa your reserves ni ade enti no e de enhira e de ehon niamapa edi ehun nimdie ne ehun asede ni nara ebekọ akoka abrantie bi a womo ensusu anada abrantie bi a womo ye womo adwene se womo besen na amana tete na nsu de bi abrantie no ne ala osom epega na maneko mo ankasa mo baaye no mo Bank of Ghana governor Esiama ebeka say gold for oil no it was a good thing odi anoto nchen ya mo seti gold board no said the abeya mo beka na ebeto Ghana for tiri mu say mo gold board na ma set no e de bibi bre Ghana for no e na mo say eye reserves na ade aye hu ekosu ni na it's as a result of gold or gold board for ton but na omo ka kire erudite. Let's work together today. That is what the Sami Jemfi and the NDC told us. And you see you yate samusimu gold board no and this eska way body and yesremo gold board mo set ye 1 month my monchire yen sabi obi ne monko obi ne montwe monchire yen gold ahe amaye mo ba ye na ye 0.0 something 1 ton okra na munyanya bi 1 ton of gold po na munyanya bi Nanso, now Bank of Ghana Governor Becca Chere in gold in essence of what? Over 8 billion. In excess of over 8 billion. Ah, no, Mwankasamo Bank of Ghana. Mwankasamo Bank of Ghana. And the Bekansa. Papa no Bekansa, you know, I'm switching here. I'm afraid Papa no call them. Hey, Tale, you do better in Bank of Ghana. They have no. All the credit come up by Umia. All the credit come MPP4. Debbie. Yanya buying the Yanya, ya cry, ya just say, yeah, because you're for a dear chino, you too lame. To them need so dear, you hear answer we so did we are, BBI okay, and no one will hear. Okas won't go kunima member Jia mo bag ma, Obeko kunima mea koja mo, Ulon Kaba cope, Abenwedi, every year could send him a mere Pomusuba no. Pomum penny for a deal when you come out to your mom when they say, we are since a wood to meet the dear where we are here, bio, and non tino, and this in there. Woko kunima me cry the idea money and why and fano. Say, oh man, the hospital abono, not the idea money and why and fano. Nanka said, you ye disikama, baby say, ye see defense. Na see defense na abai na nye. We japa dear kakra we ye no. In Seattle, Abbey Chia Fenini Naso. Abai na di wo see defense, Sikano, Bab, no abe consolidatia, or so the Agbelima, Gary, Emo, a Sichri. Delay mackerel, tunapa, tin tomatoes. Na obi a washere ne papa. Obi a washere ne japa de. Mahama de mo truck ko si wa. Ye nuanu mai before we afise nsuo kra na befa ayeso. Ye ta nyom by force ama Mahama. E konjo iyo e Mahama egbe we zolo no mo sa ya. Ye sadu ba bia afi enyom no ko ba bia o mo se egba. No matia dem na me so yo. Is your sign that you know, a sabi form so. And that is what NDC wants. Why would anybody say free education for 19? Bisaho say bio enne wo fa camera kodwaso. Na wo bisaye nuanom eba ne senti e na se be wan ko school e na me papa o na sam papa de na opema okoware ma bebre nti no ye ntumi anye sei e na se me papa na ode yen koware no ode ne manko ana ekonti anye ska nkobi. That is what they say. Mr. Mafu big up. That is what they say. Mr. Mafu turning up, mama, why? You know what I mean? That is what they say. Na nko obi aba no the education e brewa anka sebe yetumi nya obi a wako school ono ni nim de ne console a oti akiri enye school okọ ya anka wanya me da Steph etumi be gina ba be ka kire we say free education 419 obi ono na kọ ne de age doctor eduwo ba so eduwo Ghana ni na utia tax na oba so say oman no benya so mfaso oman na gudie no obi a wono etumi abo scholar be ka kire say free education 419. Now what that is what they want. Stephanie, give me lion. Hey, Charlie lion, that lion a bed drop wire and just I don't know why I'm upon me to studio. No. But anyways, let's get back to this NDC people. You see, you go to present Francis Wachi, you go and you present your main budget. Budget nimuno wetratro. Emma IMF akachre will say, confirm the correct figures na fabra. What sign call mid-year BOA? What sign call ye even worse? The same growth you claim you had. Show us what attributed to the growth are. The same idea now will say enya correct na ba umi adeba. That is the only thing we can account for. Why do you think they do this? Maybe some Ghana for an emotion. Why do you think NDC does this? Yeah, but one of the key things NDC for catching and say, "Hey, idea your friend the tax." Ekufuado de Timokon. Hey, idea friend of Chrono. Ekufuado Riamo. Hey, idea said, "Be my friend, my goodie." Ekufuado de amane busuya ono kra de wa twero book di be wi Ghana ni na awerade na me kromfo me ko wi ade me se ma twero book a me di ko wi a me fa ha na ma fa ha na ma fa ha na me wi a me de say book no asen abeto abonten ena se na me kromfo kwase pa o nanso ye ma Ghana ni gidi se ampa Akufo-Addo oye wicked. Ye bae. Mo de cathedral eto no so. Papa pani a wabo na brabo. Utumi ni obi te se Rafa Asebio na nunsuo ne boxer mu son. Onni ni hu ni roll on po onyu su bi. O ben sa boy na ne ho pon se Asebio ate. Na akwa we yetumi abeye hero adentia. Oboa nkwasiafo party no ma bapa wenti ye support no. Etumi di Akufo-Addo atem Akufo-Addo ewieska. Ena beto se cathedral menye. Ena ban ben ye, aban when wa bobo sia dodo. Ena ye, Akufo-Addo no show me. Ono na wa bobo sia chi aban bia, wa bobo sia dodo, wa bobo sia monto abentia no. Say ye che Ghana ka, akola bia betua 3 trillion. Ena Akufo-Addo asa Ghana. Ena ye ka say sabi ye che Ghana sika, de bia ye che Ghana sika. Da ben na ben bi free ho. Ojaka, na ye be che ma Ghana efiem so obi antua bi da. But you to be the side any we are Ghana ni adwene. Na sebe se enya bro etrimoden ewudie bayi ene woni petrimu a eye den na maboka yemfa ne se meboka 10 billion na ye de 13 billion o enye 1 billion enye 2 billion enye 5 billion ye de 13 billion. I said that the akameka no ho e dia beto abonten say eye me nanado maboka maben bia mo kasada aden na me catch you said these people did evil to win power. You come and sit here to insult me. You are a fool. You are a big fool. You are not allowing your brain to work. Nyansa na enyame de ma ono umma ne nya adwuma. Wa ma wadwene na enyame de bo wo no anya adwuma. Just say their aim was one. Demonize Nanado and Baumia till they are no longer human. Oyasofu. The Bible mu say endi munyanko ho adanse krun mu men say wunua entiti wunua mfanje bibi sami jamfi se woginyame di o se nyame don pa John Mahama se wo Assemblies of God elder oginyame di nanso said ye ben ya wo no Mahama ne tumi bi opebebe mu no on say obi on titi obi na owia wakojina Assemblies of God fu anim na waka kire ne say do nyonko se wo ho na Mahama di say we di sem e wukasem ni bia wakojina sorry dem say me de me nyame nipa me de me Assemblies of God ni ye nyankopon wona ayo much as thina me say sometimes me hwe the way ankrofo we erade ansa na Nanado ebebe di ade as president won wine NDC ni ben wine Mahama na Feni Akufo-Addo there be wine yet they found a way to demonize this man. Say ene so woka say ope obia ya vilify no atete no apansam na ye Nanado na insurance Kenya me say yenum bia na yenim Nanado na yenim adwuma na all ye no yede ye hu si ho e defende no said de be ya ne nsempa ne nyuma pa ebededi obi se ono de said de be ya obedidie na obe minti emfa ho utie said de be ya obedidi na obe minti omfa ho na okoka na oma baby jina ho na omo ka se mo ye bi 2016 me patcho 2016 eniama ben ye de call post ko to aba eniama ba kwa ye de ko to aba ne se dum so nkrofo enwuma egu me patcho ye no kre ai na dum so wo ai 2016 near our graduate unemployed association and mebuna no mo si omu ni adwuma ye me patcho no tin ye de ko to aba ai 2016 na e wo ho ai na e wo ho nti so ka say we did the same in 2016 and then okay. But you know, that is the trademark of an idiotic party, and I say of Akwasiampa party. Ya dwene, ya ye ho. Ne ye nsusu ye we ye tirimu ni na ne say ye mobra say ba ne say ye muman a ye ntumi muman. Nti ye de be ya ne say ye de takahye nkwasiasem metwusem ye be shetai ye be ko demonstration ye de sa ne amano ene be bobra. Me say omo de ka omo de to so no 13 billion US dollars tinie muntinie pa nti wa odwene say MPP edi uhwambo because na yese mahama spend it nti yen ba yen spend na yaba na ya spend it according to mono ya spend am as say crowd ye kan many yen na se wankasa unipa onye adwuma mawo efa ne political color kata nani e de 13 billion erade nanado we are sorry o kwaku abudani ye pacho kwaku adodankwa ye pacho baby a wo biara fa ye no mu bi bone cheyen ya ye bone ankasa openimu papa penin enyame ehira wo sei obi so peso di ade opeso di a enye so oni bi da wadi bi da opeso di ade enu nti yen sell na yen tetew aje ne sankrofo na edru astarte chichom utie edru astarte chichom yenim se wo free ho na dollar eton for 14 cedis but said ye be ya omode omunkwase a party ni omunkwase agimie no ebe da wo mabodam fu edi omachinti omukoka so 17. I always keep telling you say NDC itself man is not the problem. Somebody and come ideological group but enkrofo na ye de ti NDC no say uyi 100 emu 89 adwene wo form ejimifo amudwin say bibia ikuku didi atem ha sa no mote. That is why I match them on that level. Kakra na aka no emu beye 10 are solid to the ideologies of NDC TNA and kaifo na aka no mo no ono no otesai na we say wudi sika eda na obe switch sisi a sa no mote enu nti na se ubisa Ghana abanya wenya more chance to rule Ghana, they will tell you say it is NDC. We as a Suyenim said, to whom much is given, much is expected. Inti anka wo di Ghana swache anka ye pe Ghana development once semwe bisa Esa sanka sa party ni bisa no. But one mum feria there to the point say onu ankasa to make say ampa omu no ma di Ghana so ache but eba ni development a yenko bisa MPP for yemfa nko tackle MPP. Meanwhile, in 1992, they had Supreme. There was nobody in parliament to stop anything the NDC wanted to do. In 1992, the NDC person they could have done it because they had the power to do that. In the end, will be say, power now seat is it something we have not seen before? We have seen this before. Is it something we've not experienced before? We have experienced this before. Intimate man in your mama. The Ayamaya Ghana want to say, Senko omo jitu mino, and other bra what's up, and anka omo di ye bibi papa, anka ebeboa. Ye jitu mina, ye di kriti, near the apiska, near chama party for. Yet yani yese galamse ukuyen. Or war position no, or say or be fight galamse with AI. Samokai. And that oba bemuno. Or say there be me wa party for bigu constituency ametu media mo aye aduma intimate bibia your friend Blue Water Guards ya kwati Blue Water Guards no san ko mo na sabio wo mo kwa akohwe den wo mo no wo mo kwa akoye mani ama akoyi a Blue Water Guard na ntumi anko Galamsey site and the Blue Water Guard no wo mu ginagina kwanchen aye direct traffic e wo western region ebinum kura anko aduma etitifie cause the party for ashishim. This political party has nothing to offer. My guest is here. Me take it time not too much. Enti me welcome my brother KOFI TONTO. Ono na nem ni be di adwuma ye be di ye budget ya. Ye finance minister yi di akọ. Obekire ya se kakra pense mu awum. Ye currency dollar yi. Ba ne sen na IMF won ye wo ho. E de na asie enti omo won ye wo ho. Ye wi a na yede Sam George ewie ene the entire Sam George aba me headquarters and say ye wa ha no beka kire ye say obremo better deal on data sabe yen mu bia yenim nyansa ne de ne yenim say ya agro ene ntro na odi because ma me papa there is no telco ono beka kire so obema free data mo we use no no afaka no enye no kre nanso the settings government abanya just say edidie ene ntro ene omode ye adwuma etumi toma ne to Ghana ni bitiri mu se sabio mprediasa ya tete data so na obenya good data use enu na enu eni nansa ene omo ankasa eye omo nipa ye frɛ no DKB no ye commercial mo se ye mfo mo mra ban mu ebeka se esla wo ho no sa data no to a otumi use ne 2 months nanso Sam George ba yi wo so wate so no emma ne sa oto ya 3 weeks pendu enu nti no yebedi eno so ho nkomo na adekodi nti ne se enra ensom training bi ebo moden ebisa eye Sam George se data na wo se ode beboa ye no data na fe kra de edwane dodo. Bear in mind say the problem of Ghanaians was the rate and not data na eko enye sika no kra per se otoni data 50 Ghana or so use no correctly. Now, where the author that was what the problem the Ghanaians were complaining about. Sam George bedada and so the paper brain. Afraid you say 400 now with Tiano. Unya full data na ko phone setting muna koye hwadwuma. Ibedi ni na hon komo. Obi say check your phone setting, patch my check it free anko. Until yane ya bra KOFI TONTO start na yini yankomo. Chairman Pacho.
Me wa ha bi aboko den.
Eya go fi boko na so to say bibia bi Ghana e doctor ho to say ni ama e ko say.
Na me adon bi aboko. So na ye National Council and National Executive for a meeting kakra. Enti kasa sisi a sa meeting no e koso.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We there and then no ye be born pepe. Obi say good evening from Cote d'Ivoire. Yeah, that's mo amotwe Cote d'Ivoire ni na ya da mo ni na ase. Me pacho Endra. the finance minister at Forson. Echo Parliament. Okay, I said the last time I over honey a program no. Me can be trail say Ghanaians will actually feel how bad this government is after they do their mid-year review. Andra, mid-year budget yeah. Atofos in ready. What do you make of it? And then I'll be to make a found at the train. And then they say you. And then a woman a danger. And then a woman a patron you. A patron once again so Tiane and Yabra Kofiton to Nadine Como why Yabra Kofiton to any Nadine Como. That's it. What's my chocasa?
The attorney said media budget in a year. Adeɛ bi a ɛyɛ nhyehyɛ da hɔ sɛ afe biara no aban de n'akɔnhomabɔ sika nkɔmmɔdie na edi kan ne ba a afe no ɛrepae mu no aban no de deɛ ɛfrɛ no afe no mpae mu akɔnhomabɔ sika nkita ho ɛbɛba eti afe wei no batwa ɔte
Patro Eba name say where you know na a freezy kakra minim say your network. Minim say your network na but yeah, we can hear you. Patro oti anka.
metemonka
Yes, you have to one kasa.
nti aban no de saa afe no mpae mu akɔnhomabɔ sika no ɛbɛba.
Okay.
Na saa akɔnhomabɔ sika no ɛwɔ afe no mpae mu no sɛ ɔwɔ nhyehyɛeɛ bi a ɔpɛ sɛ wɔtenetene no anaa ɔwɔ nsusuiɛ foforɔ bi a ɔpɛ sɛ ɔde ba ɛfa afe mu no nyinaa sikasɛm ho a ɔde bɛba. Saa nso na afe no bɛkɔ ayie a yɛwɔ deɛ ɛfrɛ no supplementary budget. Ɛsɛ budget a wɔde bɛsɔ afe mu no nyinaa so ama no awie mu die. Nti deɛ ato Forson bɛyɛɛ no wobɛtumi aka sɛ ɛyɛ ade a mmara hyɛ no sɛ wɔyɛ ɛyɛ ade a ɛda hɔ ɛnyɛ ade foforɔ. Ɛno ho nkɔmmɔ na obɛdiiɛ. Na nkɔmmɔdie mu no ɔde nsɛm bebree ɛto dwa. Afei na yɛmu bi yɛto yɛbo na yɛadosodoso nsɛm no a ɔkaeɛ no mu. Na wohwɛ ato Forson nsɛm a ɔbɛkaeɛ a na ɛkame ayɛ sɛ ne nsɛm a ɔbɛkaeɛ nyinaa no na ɔpɛ kwan a ɔbɛfa so de agu Akufo-Addo aban anim ase. Ɛno nko ara ne adeɛ a ne hia no. Nti wohwɛ ne nsɛm kekae ne ne nneyɛe a but you see me nua afe mu yi afe ne apae mu bosome bɛyɛ sɛ num a ɛda yɛ anim yi nneɛma bebree bɛsi ama yɛhu sɛ aban wei ɔnyɛ nokwafo. Nti nyame yɛ adom bi a na wɔtwe di yɛn no mɛtumi ato me bo akyerɛkyerɛ budget no ɛno deɛ mebɔ ne tɔfa na yɛakɔ nsɛm a ɛka ho no so. Bakyɛ wote me nka
Yato nka pa Mr. Kofi. Yato nka.
meka sɛ mede budget ne si ha ɛno deɛ mebɔ ne tɔfa na yɛnkɔ nsɛm a ɛtoa so
you because okay you intino said the ayebra na ka no ogusu a odoso budget ne mu intino believe say as this week na ko no ombetumi aba back na oma be kyerɛkyerɛ nsɛm mu yie e de aman me ade aba ko a I think say a disappointing me about this whole budget is the posture of the media. How such an uninspired, such a burdensome media has been done, and they are not even calling it out as it is, but they are rather patting the minister on the back as if say why be good. Because Ejago say in one breath, the governor said gold for oil no was a good policy. Abuaya in May. Now all of a sudden, we make U-turn say gold for oil no crash. As a matter of fact, it didn't even happen. However, you are accounting a growth of 6.6%, and yet you are not able to give us what accounted for 6.6. No, when your own gold board says the reason why Tianiama Elko is because of gold, only to come and find out the amount of gold they have collected cannot amount to the success. It's like, I don't know, but I think say to Forson in the end, for they still believe say Ghana food in our year Sebi omo followers nibi say omo ka asema we just take it tra. You cannot in one breath say good for oil policy. Oh, sir. Me ba jo afi wote. Oh. Asema na ya tu yen. Oh. Okay. Me ba jo sa na sala on. Okay, do audio alone and let me see say audio so far. Me ba jo sa na
Afei deɛ asɛ yɛ kakra ni.
Okay, they are not me can say. Their finance minister ne ye no. Na dwene ye ne say na chitafo asay kra me hu say asay kra. Opa yanya no audio e. Ye wo de no audio e. Do it audio alone and let's see. Without the video. Let's try that and see if that works. Nti for sorry o. Your brother Kofi Tonto no ni din komo no. Budget ne de wedding kaka kire say ye man the time. Na afi na odoso mu a opese oba na o share that day better submission at the brain. Ye be call your next topic so. Na so I am say me network no ya ha adwene kakra nti no. Ye be twen say obetumi asen adjoin ni bio na ye move on to our next topic. But while we wait for him to join no, ye bra and I say ye honorable bako ye nsafwa kodopokun nsafwa ono so the budget ya ho bibia ye den atudwa a me pese me no etie no quick na ye de twen ye bra kofi no ba na yetumi e de ye next topic neba na afi yetumi afa one or two people be na ye de awie.
Yesterday, after Honorable Finance Minister Forson gave a lot of misinformation in his own budget, and I don't know why the ranking member of finance have not done a press conference already on this thing. But look, I'm the energy expert. Let me go into the energy issue. G for O, gold for oil. Yesterday, the Minister of Finance, Anklato, went on PMS Press and misinformed Ghanaians. He said that he was a finance minister and he has information and nobody can challenge him. Today, I'm putting up this presentation to show to the finance minister that I'm prepared to meet him anywhere and basically bring with me the letters and the documents that I have. When the finance minister and his NDC came out and said that gold for oil made losses and gold for oil was not fit for purpose, I, Kojopoku, through my Institute for Energy Policy and Research, wrote to the Bank of Ghana. And today, I'm going to take you guys through a lot of the things and some of the misinformation that the minister put out yesterday. But so that you guys are aware of what happened, let me show you the video of what the finance minister said.
It's oil with it. Oil that would have bought with Forex. So then that lessons you keep.
Muntio, gold for oil now, yeah. Utie. Gold for oil now, you I'm here to teach and to help and to learn. And you know, I'm glad when my teachings are going well. Gold for oil now, me no me yeah. Ghana for yeah. You be so. Emma Petra near turn to 23 cities. Some of Kaya 2022 made them more call. Near Tom Petro 22, 23 cities. It's between then about 11. Emma Nijina 11, 12, 5 to 2024. Ebabe do 14 and San Efra Bemuno. And that year said the Abaya ye be go ekufuado. Aban who fi pape yoko. Wayene Jumako. Nejuma obeye ye on ne ba omi abeye ye nsunsan so ene ye hu. Atofo asenu ba ye nya ya dwene se ye be ye Ghana yi o. Ya agenda ye baako. Still a yen tonto Ghana fo tirim se ekufuado na memmo ni de wa meboa ye kra o. Ekufuado amemmo ni de na ye kon kra o. Ekufuado amemmo ni de obetwa ye tro. Nansu nyankopon. You see, before he kills somebody, he makes you mad. Okay? Now let's go. Obi said, tell us what the minister said is not true. NPP never again. Emmanuel Mawuli, what is true about it? What is true that your own governor for Bank of Ghana, SCMA, comes to tell you that the gold for oil policy is good, gives you numbers and figures of how much gold has been collected and how it is showing up in our reserves, gives you the data, and your party calls him that you cannot go and give glory to gold for oil because gold for oil is not our policy. And so we have to make gold for oil look very bad and look very wrong. Is that what he's saying that is right? The same gold for oil, the same gold purchasing program that your own gold board that you set. When you first set up the gold board, your own party, your own Sami Jemfi and his board said the amount of gold they have accumulated is as a result, or it's why we are seeing the currencies going good. That is why we are seeing things going good. You don't remember your Sami Jemfi said that? And that is why we asked your Sami Jemfi say, so what's the gold now, Motono, and our system, gold, we do gold board, NATO. And it was not even up to a ton of gold. And if you sit here and say, tell us what the minister said, it's not right. What the minister said is false. And that is why Kojo Pon Safwa is going to expose it with the figures and with your own Bank of Ghana notes and letters. NDC4. Because say Adiano woho just stand in the face no crano or persist la or defending the party. Emmanuel Mawuli, Adiano figures nedawa yetano was still that is not what it is. Now where they are. Yes, I'm what Diane say. All you care about is your government is in power. Yeah, I don't care whether I die or I don't die. So long as Mahama is in power, that is all you want. Some of you make me lose hope in Ghana, especially when we have people who talk like this. Udin the Emmanuel Mawuli. What they want for Yamidim, you na abum, Ukra Emmanuel, or near now say Ukra Mawuli. Now they teach social media, di Jimmy. I be near brand here, Sanka by now, who say, Sanquasia party, NDC na Mudrine, you know, a beja Agbelima, NDC t shirt and a bremo, yan baby papa BNC or Ober Papa, Ediaco a be. Now to me at a bar, a dinsun so Papa Beberono, Paco Fedin the dead, Ebigina page, so Ebe Jimmy. And mobile. Mobile. Mr. Kofi made the link in a baby. Why? Mobile. Ampo, Raz Media. Raz Media, me ayana mention and take NDC for NACU. Me ayana mention say I joined NDC, okay, no problem. Yet when my government was in power, I was not paid as a teacher. I don't like MPP, but as a teacher, he paid all my debt. He paid all the stuff he's supposed to pay for me. Yet I don't like MPP, even though he paid me. I like NDC, who starved me. What do you do? It's not politics. That is not politics. I don't call that politics. Mr. Gofin Pacho said, "Oh, join here instead of audio. No bet me I know. With video, no bet me I know audio. Why? You just join and use that format unless you say a befa. Why? That's a panel or time or when. I mean, Raz Media for me. I don't get it. Me like sometimes I don't get it. Oh, I think not me shed and tiasi. One kasa o Bank of Ghana. April record. One kasa o Bank of Ghana had the report about. Ye Gina sa report no so. And they catch them said the finance minister and the car and a throw. O se there be. Because your finance minister and the car into your car and a throw no cramayanka, which you say you good. If we are ready, as we listen to this. Yanko.
The forex that you have, you keep.
I'm not aware that there was a direct barter.
Okay.
I'm not aware. There was no direct barter.
What about the gold for oil?
I said there was no direct barter. Good for oil there. Anyways, Mr. Gofin Pachowaba.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, sir. I feel Emuya na still
I feel yeah, okay.
Okay, well, okay. That's it. And you know, they are not make say they bastardized the gold for oil. They actually went a step further to say there was nothing like gold for oil. Na a tro and then na MPP abandoned that Ghana for when we have actually seen the impact of the gold for oil and a thing going on. It's like this Forson man believes Ghana for in argument to say NDC for the Abeka chain be obedi. So long as we are not buying and no obedi. Now the next topic I'm a person no doing come a CD a KC and a dollar KC. In fact, it's becoming worrisome. Now, minimum why in tia NDC for bar bemwa in terms of economy no. Almost said that in minimum so economy it's like the omu does not make sense economically. Now, I'm privy to something almost say they pumped $1.4 billion into the currency in order to shore it up. Now, Mimi say, I will not think that is a smart move because that means at least every 6 months be an answer more. No? And they say we should just have 1.4 billion. No? Now with the sign cost just our currency just to, and that's just one side of the economy. Now the issue is, can you afford that? Can Ghana afford say every 6 months be a yebekwa kofa 1.4 billion? Say you come see the no why efe. E wo bre see the no why efe no. Ukwe dwa so cement yente so. Dadwa yente so. Oil yente so. Woman that a driver force or wanted to first. When that driver force a woman back to move back because they are buying the promise of so moving and woman. Why do NDC think it is sensible to make this move? And whatever you can tell us about this whole currency thing, also why our businessmen cannot get the dollar and they are complaining all over the place. But just obey to me, let's go from that tangent. Thank you.
I mean, they're telling say, you can't say exchange rate. Exchange rate, no. The thing in the TTA, you know, say, economy, no. Na ho dia eda amai mienu entem. You know, if you really want to look at the true meaning of exchange rate, it is simply measuring the economic strength of two or multiple economies. Because economy na hoɔden no ɛna kyerɛ ne sika nso ahoɔden. Nti sɛ America economy ahoɔden no ɛɛba fam a, the chances say America sika na ahoɔden no nso bɛba fam no ɛwɔ soro. Of course, yɛka sika ahoɔden a nneɛma bebree na ɛka bom ama yɛnya sika ahoɔden. Yɛwɔ mmerɛ baako mmienu bi wɔ hɔ a ebi a trade agreement bi anaa bibi bi ebesi baako bi timi ma enya nsunsunsanso ɛno na yɛka sɛ ebi a you know, some ad hoc effects ɛnanse America aban kaa sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔne aman signing some trade agreements no. That was an ad hoc decision a ebetimi enya nsunsuanso wɔ sika dollar sika no so. Those instances are there. But the general strength of the currency, no, America economy, no, ahoɔden. That is the general strength. Inti, you can't say exchange rate a sikasɛmu ahoɔden a ɛda aman mmienu anaa aman ahorow ntem. That is the meaning of exchange rate. What the back can kasɛmu a. Na sɛ wa usikasɛm no nso benya ahoɔden a yɛwɔ nneɛma bi a ɛma wɔ economy no nya ahoɔden. Ɛno na yɛfrɛ no the fundamentals or the macro indicators of your economy. Nti yɛbɛhwɛ the various indicators. Sɛ ne nyinaa gyina brane a ɛboa ma osikasɛm nso yɛ den gyina brane. Enti sɛ woyɛ aban na wo ba a deɛ sɛ wohwɛ ne sɛ kwan bɛn na wobɛtumi ama saa nneɛma no nyinaa gyina brane na apagya osikasɛm sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a osikasɛm mu ahoɔden no ne tentene yɛ mu no in the long term ebenya ahoɔden. Na yɛyɛ baeɛ no saa nhyehyɛeɛ no na yɛde gu akwan mu ya kɔpem sɛ unfortunately breach bɛbɔɔ yɛ wɔ kwan so a ɛde sikasɛm mu ahokyerɛ ne ɔha baeɛ a destroy the fundamentals of our economy. Enti yɛde yɛn ho kɔdɔm IMF no. The entire idea yɛde yɛn ho kɔdɔm yɛ ne yɛ kwan a yɛbɛfa so a yɛbɛtumi aboa ma sikasɛm mu ahoɔden a ne yɛni no titiriw fundamentals no yɛtumi ayɛ den apagya ɛno na IMF de bɛto dwa sɛ ampa bɛyɛ sɛ mfeɛ mmienu a yɛde yɛn ho bɛdɔn IMF no sikasɛm mu ahoɔden ɛyɛ the fundamentals no ɛpagya so ho nti wobɛhu sɛ wo sikasɛm no ɛyɛ wo sika no na ahoɔden no nso pagya ne ntɛm soɔ no ɛno ɛna wobɛhwɛ na wei mu baeɛ no ɛna ɔmoyɛ ɔmo adwene sɛ ɔmo no mpɛ sɛ ɔmo bɛtwɛn ama sikasɛm mu ahoɔden no a ɛno ara bɛhyehyɛ ne ho nkakra in economics yɛfrɛ no market forces ɛno ara bɛhyehyɛ ne ho nkakra no ɔmo sɛ ɔmo deɛ daabi ɔmo mpɛ ne saa ɔmo ara pɛ sɛ ɔmo fa kwati kwan so na ɔmo ma Ghana sika no ahoɔden no yɛ den ɛpagya ɛno ne yɛfrɛ no artificially induced ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo afa kwati kwan a ɛmfa sikasɛm ntotoeɛ ho na ɔmo de pagya Ghana sika nti deɛ ɔmo yɛɛyɛ ne sɛ adeɛ baako paa a ɛboa ɛma yɛhunu sikasɛm no mu ahoɔden ɛyɛ dollar dodoɔ a wowɔ gu wo dan mu a wobɛtumi de ahyɛ wo sikasɛm no mu nti deɛ ɔmo baayɛ na yɛaporo agu hɔ a yɛdeɛ ne yɛsɛ yɛde gu hɔ na yɛde abɔ sika no kyidɔm na ɛtumi anyini nkakra na ɔmo deɛ ɔmo sɛ daabi ɔmo hia no nyinaa sisie nti ɔmo tam sika no ɛneɛ na wɔtwe bia ɔmo de over $100 million ɛna egu economy na wɔtwe bia in fact under yɛyɛ 10 year no the whole month yɛde awura mu a yɛbɛyɛ $64 million wei deɛ na wɔtwe na ɔmo de over 100 nti bosome ɔmo de over $500 million compared to 60 million ana yɛyɛ de hyɛm it is all yes na you are artificially inducing the currency
yes
ɛno na yɛmu bi yɛka yɛ too full said look ade a nkɔfoɔ wei mu yɛ no ɛbɛsɛe Ghana sikasɛm but no ɔmo se yɛboa kɔpem sɛ IMF ɛbɛto ɔmo no mu tuo sɛ no aban kwan a wofa so $2 egu Ghana sikadwa so no ɛyɛ wɔ ade a ɛbɛtumi de ɔhaw kɛseɛ paa yɛ den abrɛfo na ɔmo yɛ saa artificially induced exchange rate no yɛ no now you have to now look at the actual strength of the economy. What I say? You have to look at the actual strength. The actual strength of the economy, they say, Bank of Ghana, what's a 10? The actual strength of the economy, they say, a 13. And no na bochi at the year, because that is the true strength of the currency.
In tanka currency, there, Eja Kofi International Semitewasia. Currency ne dia nkennen ke yesi ye hwe ni se aye yie kura na yesa nke ya around 13 cedi meboa per the dollar
around 13 cedi yes 13
cedi per the dollar and o kasa Bank of Ghana say 10 cc and
because
10 na
so the 10 say o pese economy no ebenyini gradually ni aka say enhyehyeye Akufo-Addo de gu akwan mu no na aso abapa it's ne ye nya bibi na ye magana fo hu se ye ba ye na na ebeye bibi and ma sika no ye den akoden bem so they want to attribute the strength of the currency to a policy intervention they have done but there is no actual policy intervention they can point to.
Yes,
the only thing they have done is to pump more dollars into the economy, more than the average that is pumped into the economy on a month-to-month basis. Now, the attorney say Bank of Ghana on $10 and ankrankre. Bank of Ghana de sikanema commercial banks no more ton. And our commercial banks and then the true value of the city. Into Bank of Ghana, OCBB the interbank rate. Just a rate at that bank and no Bank of Ghana montem 10.3.
yeah,
But or no commercial bank in him said the true value of the currency is 13.
13
It's a bochi ton 13. It's one no meton ma trader no at 10 and mocha 3 cedis.
baby on ye
It's trader no beka $1 ne bi nya den. Ebi ni ho. Asam no ne tintin ni tietie nyina. So I think it's a misalignment because commercial banks in him said the true value is at 13. It is a me $10 more beer. Then I have to get the true value. Why should I sell dollar to a trader for 10 when I can get 13? That's 3 CDs loss. So these are banks are almost selling dollars in the millions, millions of dollars. Into 3 CDs in millions of dollars. No, a
That's a
bank
lot
can
of
be losing over 30 million, 50 million CDs. Why should a bank do that?
yeah.
If you ban no catch us any kwabochi honere nekoji.
Because a bank name person no be in case 3 CD na be that so.
Dabi. Now me catch us that 3 CDs no matter. So be best is $1 million. That 3 CDs is 30 million.
Is
I mean 3 million or so, however much. That's
yeah.
how much money. I have to look at the math well, but that's how much money
It's around 3
the
million, yeah.
person 3 million, yeah. The person is losing. Why would they want to lose $3 million? I mean CDs.
Wow. Now okay, debut. Okay, Ejakofi. One say when you actually mu say no, maybe say ato Forson na NDC for no. So omo adongo no omo he omo tena economic table no ho a. Eya asa de we omo nyono say debut. So ye ko pompe seska we di shame because even with the explanation I would no. My concern was how sustainable is this? Say every month be every week be $100 million. An economy, like how sustainable is it? And once you are not able to sustain it, that means it will go back to the older, now I'm trying to grab 20 per the dollar. Don't they do this analysis and I say they just want to do something like how? Because in Trema Odebayi, Obia no obe take his approach now NDC for Afano. So why do they think say a good approach to the point say ye nyan news for a back, ye nyan graphophobia, some economists, PhD for they actually back that idea. Why? Why is their mentality that way?
Yeah, because they are propagandists and ato Forson be can send be city. Or say omo buy no. Yeah, ka say IMF program no ye di so pepepe. Nanso omo ba be hwe no mahu say ye di IMF program bi aso. They say ato Forson na ofi say ya na ye Jimmy o say ni nyansa o say den o. Because IMF Ghana buy and di IMF program no so pepepe. IMF first is one of the amount. I mean, this is basic. I don't know why that guy thinks you're so intelligent than everybody. I just don't get it. Because IMF is a policy-driven intervention organization. It is an amount supporter. Support now the amount a condition-based.
Yes.
Premised on certain policies be our person or we implementing. And the IMF set targets amount. So for you to get the first tranche, you have to meet certain targets.
Yes.
For you to get the second tranche, they will come and do a review and make sure you meet those targets. Every tranche on Sabekano, you have to meet certain targets before on Sabeka. So how can it be said, Jina TV so I can say Abani derail ye? How did the Abani derail and still get the money that they were supposed to get? I mean, this guy thinks he's smart or something.
That is the issue. That is the issue. Now make us say the problem itself is not Ato Forson. The problem is the people who follow Ato Forson. That is the issue I have with Ghana politics right now. Because the Aukan ye clear. Ye cry ye said the nim governance me nim say answer na IMF DISCUS for problemano or beba beche pepesim answer no the amount. It is a whole finance minister who would you say Ghana phone in adwene form et mi ko gina say Akufo Addo aban end so hwe senior man unim say 2015 omendi omo policy no sunti until they were still under IMF wobra yen ebeton. Most of the things that IMF chrom so omo they didn't do it. And yen and say kra na away me readia the banking sector cleanup, they were the people that were supposed to do it. If you read Bank of Ghana for you now, the NDC was supposed to clean the banks. Instead, they gave money to the owners of the bank, and that drew the bank down more. And now, I can say, now, Mr. Stabinemi Chair, he said, Obi per dollar, Obi a oye juma no the dollar na ye juma. Bank ne say be man den $500 spend no krano. I just will cover. Sina Kofi, sa wo de wadwene be kaya. Ebere bi by Mahama time na wan kan sa usika wo de akoto bank no. Okwa na etodafo ne sebe, security for bu anse e de amount. Ebi kura wa sebe onsenka if you remember. Where usika wo de ato bank no. Na wo kwa ye nya amount. Savings and loan for one year, and today we are back into the same thing. And yes, a woman need a dollar amount no whole or what dollar amount now is show on the credit you say or was say scan or then so bank can catch and say $10,000 no penno omunyamano o met menya $500 pen amano.
Yeah, until America say these guys are political constant. They are con masters. So I say, you know, I mean, mepemre and then because of National Council near the entity, my main family see her. Mepemre no
Sam George dia no onka kakra ma me kaka Sam George.
Oh, Sam George, so no, that guy is
data no. O say yanko your phone settings mu
a trickster. He said he's an arrogant braggart. Until no there, let's not even waste our time on that character. I mean, why? Intimidasi be brave.
Me da se pa so say despite your busy schedule no utimi nya chance the bank am no be body DMB won komo kakra but the next time
mepemre
me pacho you me da se pa say wetumi ya be di djuma enuanom eye me brother eye me nua eba no ben awa ben ye Kofi Tonto no abechire mu akire ye no de obobo so no mebubo mu kakra na mo amante ne fully no metumi ate ase ose budget ne de nyame ya adomo a ogusu a ohwehwem meme de budget no so far se mo amwo machi no se mo hwa ma me de list ama niama budget we ebe affect ene niama ebe kosoro prices be kosoro in terms of this budget se oba yemfa ne se bibi to say immigration. All right, I think it's better I put it here. Maybe did I put it here? Yeah, good. So Osha BB to say me pacho and then a freestyle Friday, but mama and then insuya de kakrebi because a budget. I like to do these things when budgets and mid-year budgets drop. I like us to interrogate near the Diana Bay Abua Kasia. What I say? I thought I'm into me in church and Yamukakra. Yes, say. Taxes here and now increase in fees and charges here because based on finance minister no na you're the buyer where synopsis kakra and I say BB a snapshot kakra of what can be affected. Now about the transport and vehicle services are vehicle registration fees ebekosro endra samutia driver for nibia na omo complain say road work and say man still e was so omo ka say dollar na ba form dey beba from ba still no roadworks now from driver license issuance and renewal fees and also because based on the Forson and the buyer. Mesremo may ye way because Joy FM can we no metrem we no Adom FM meka we nchire just a boy ba akopɛ na wo wa obetumi aka kire wo obi asempa ono saa de we onka there be onka obeba beka entro na ato Forson eko gina where dia ye pese di gu ekufu ado animu asese gold for oil no kra sa ya anye gold for oil bia evidence wo ho no eno ho asem no mo beka wo call radio gold omo nka we other news channels UTV omo nka BBC intina meme ka we a kire na wo MPP ni ene wo Ghana ni no wo dia to koto dwem dia to trim na wo china bi wo mu kogina ba bi di atra watumi defend wo because very soon mu be hu. And now I know can say passport charge say cost. I will get there. Ebio BB to say commercial transport permits and also are likely to rise. 2 Yanko immigration passport application and renewal fees be cost. Visa processing fees, ebekosro, and our charges, nebekosro, entry, departure stamps, and all those certificate citizenship fees, and all of that, ebekosro. Work and residence permit fees, and also ebekosro. 3, legal and judicial service. One, if you are in the judicial and the legal services, expect these things to increase for you. One can say, Mr. Komo pesa, minim say ye NDC for be defended, if you be diatro, but one kasa okoto, one kasa oko for service. So you know, Sir Felix Apia didn't lie to you. We gave you nothing and nothing but the truth. Yanko, court filing and hearing fees for High Court, Lower Court, Supreme Court, Ebekosro. Bail bond administration charges, and also Bekosro. Notary and authentication fee by Ministry of Justice. Say omo authenticated bibi ma who has some legal document be a would be support to we and no fees no ebekosro. Fees for official gazette said the mark and ebekosro publication and legal document search and also ebekosro. Afi education and on a yan mubino here education yanko education. Exams registration fees definitely to go up. Teacher training certification, certification and licensing fee ebekosro. School registration and capitation charges would also be what? Would also go up. Now, business and regulatory services. Business registration and renewal fees. Because Oko Register General, I say when your business be opese Oko then opese Oko register. The ana utu and first no one can be there dance here, it will go up. I'm telling you, the media, the mainstream media, almost can't wait. I've taken it upon myself to do this. Now, trade, import/airport licenses and permits. Ebekosro, FDA, opese unya, ebia we to me a drobi, opese would call a gaso to get the FDA license now approve it's gonna go up. Opese ultra lotto, bingo bia, game bia, what they about opese or don't question NLM or register with game one, and also no ebekosro. Now, commercial signage and advertisement licenses, and no no better than ebekosro. Security and identity services, police clearance certificates. Say, you may be a police check, bra, police and clear on the idea, and also ebekosro. Fire certificates and licensing fees, and also ebekosro. Private guard/company license, because company be anywhere, and which is the Ministry of Interior. Company be anywhere or no, or babe, or any free or no BOKA intenya ebekosro. Water and sanitation. What the new place, new meter near the idea opesa we and also tariffs no any fees no ebekosro. Sewage boiler, boiler assembly sanitation services no ebekosro. Are you guys good? Is she good? Yeah, grab it. Go ahead. Yeah, that's okay. No, that's okay. All right, sorry, Mr. O. Ebio, BB to say, health and medical. Yeah, let's go to that side too. NHIS registration and renewal premiums. Ebekosro. User fees for outpatient consultation and diagnostic tests. Ebekosro. Charges for birth/death certificates and vaccinations. Ebekosro. ICT and telecommunication for most were there and Ebekosro under this new budget. Service charges for national digital ID, Ghana card, and Ebekosro. Fees for e-governance services, passport, appointment, and all those things, Ebekosro. Corporate filings, Ebekosro. Admin and data fees from NITA, and then related agencies, and also Ebekosro. Your fiber optics, there are companies here, you know, to get those licenses and stuff, no, Ebekosro. Now, Yanko energy and petroleum, electricity tariffs, adjustments, Samokaya quarterly, adjusting quarterly, into every 4 months, and I believe, the increase, because now Esanke adjusted. So far, adjustment and this for the Abano has only increased it 14% and up. Okay, they've not brought anything to me then about form. You know, that's one thing you must also check. Utility connections and meter fees, and also Ebekosro. Infrastructure and toll services. Vehicle entry permits for special zones or bridges. Especially as they are planning to do the what they call bringing the tolls back and collecting the tolls. No, because now listen. First, no toll. Ekufuado one year to 1 cedi. Meboa. And Mahama toll our Madeba no. You bet 10 cedi according to the budget here at Forson the buy. Utia 11 1 cedi. No wedding and the toll no na utia 1 cedi. Ekufuado time no and the toll no ubetia 10 cedi. It is also part of it. Mesremo make can win in a mon documenting tool. Na estatis here mo de meboa breme. Yeah, mo fama yom kan say mo fama se de dodo. Ni American in start say beba na ma be kan oh bra felle so kan ampa abem. Yanko bio. Other government fees and statutory charges. Archives and National Library research, filing fees and no environmental compliance charges because tourism and cultural site entries because miscellaneous administrative charges, forms, copies, certifications, and affidavits. Nini na because intimesrel said the ayebra kufika no breba or beba na was signing up but these are the things it's likely to go up under the new budget here. Omodiabano. Abrante na freno from pound the munyano. Why munyano? I no na buy na aba. Enti say no hunu hwe. Obe start here hunu bibi say ofre sami jemfinom, ofre rikaje no no mmia no. Na ye beji ni nu biska say de na call do American say immigration any police as that time na ombe start here hu say mmia MPP eba na yes sa and start say mmia ya feel crowd obo MPP crowd na bi no pewa bro. In the Senate it happens like that. So these are pretty much what I would like to, but let's continue with Mr. Nsafwadi, and then from there I'll pick about 2 people. Yeah, now in the program now, baby, and you know, it
didn't work properly. Bank of Ghana were largely paying the suppliers of those crude oil and petroleum product cash.
Still?
Yes, that was what they were doing. They never paid them with gold. Never.
You hear that?
Never.
You found this out for a fact.
At Forson said we didn't pay with gold, we pay with cash. They are intro. So on one case on paper.
I'm speaking to you as the Minister for
Finance, of course.
I'm speaking to you as the.
But they had a whole policy running.
To you as the ranking member.
I'm telling you, there was nothing gold going out and bringing oil in. They were actually someone somewhere sitting somewhere in the Emirates.
Institute for Energy Policies and Research wrote to the Bank of Ghana, under the request for information under the article Right to Information Bill, right? And these are the response that came from Bank of Ghana. And it's interesting to note that, in fact, gold for oil did very well. Bank of Ghana said that they made losses. Yes, agreed. There were losses that were made. But the question that some of us wanted to know was the losses made in the petroleum trading, or were the losses made in the buying of the gold? Now, the finance minister, if you remember, said that no gold was bought. Now, let's go to my
there was no gold
from Bank of Ghana to my query. They said that the losses were primarily, now this I'm reading from the 2. He says the losses incurred were primarily on gold and petroleum transactions. Details provided below. Loss on gold transaction amounted to 1.8 billion Ghana cedis, were mainly due to
Mr. Nsafwadi na wa mame. Ato Forson e kasa no. And in the budget mu no. I said there were losses. There were losses, but the same person, as I say, no gold was bought. They didn't exchange no gold. At the end, the gold then the Joe. Now, gold now, my incurred debt 1.4, 1.6 was a billion. Ghana for let it make sense. My finance minister said there was no gold for oil purchase beyond a truck. No gold was bought. No gold purchasing program. However, they were able to get a loss. Bank of Ghana, A loss of 1.something billion is as a result of the same gold that they claim was never traded. Now, at Forson, Ghana for one find we no corner beyond. Nanka Udun says Sinaha on Mianitina and Nina is in the people because they take Ghanaians so idiots. These NDC people, almost Ghana for say Ghana for a Jimmy for. One Katsawa Bank of Ghana say, gold now you could trade no. A cabin, Amaya den, Yenya Saka we wo. The same person that ain't no buyer. Or see, oh, Yanton gold be behind here, cannot gold my boy, and I know I'm pensing you come and do gold car. And you will get some NDC people, you will get some Ghanaians defending this stupidity. Meaning some of you free said they are in government too. Say you said they are still doing campaign. Say then you I don't get it. Every night I can't get it. Say the same Bank of Ghana, NDC for Bank of Ghana. See now ba omiama ye koton ye no aboye ko aboye ka. Atu Forson buyer. Yanton go dibia o yanton go dibia nti e kan free hin e ba ye sa na nyansani bebisa nyansani nkasa be NDC nintime call me MPP nintime call nyansani bebisa say ade a yanton no e ba ne say Ghana
exchange rate differential, the exchange rate used in the local gold market for gold purchases, and the bank internal rate. So, Uncle Ato, Finance Minister, if you said that no gold was bought for gold for oil, how come the Bank of Ghana is saying that there were losses of 1.8 billion on the gold market when they now went to buy the gold from the local market? They only made 34 billion, no, 0.34 billion losses on the actual product of trading the petroleum products. Let me read the second part. The second part says this: the G4O initiative had a positive impact on the foreign exchange market and export prices in the final year 2023. The program helped reduce demand for US dollar from the bulk oil distribution.
Bank of Ghana na say you. The gold for oil was a good policy. Ebeboa your reserves. Ebema the demand for dollar became less. Oman can you. But finance minister so it can be different. At Forson, you were brought to manage the finance of this country. When Kenufuriata was there, you were making so much noise. You wanted to say, and they are in the position now. Look at what you guys are doing. And they have no shame. They defend these things. I'm telling you, I'm defend it. Yes, I deal with yeah. Ah, Sabio, their own Nimukra and Chill say what you say. Because Muhammad Muasem. First, Mose, you go, you know, and I'm whying. Every first, Mose, whying. Actually, Mahama say, won't mean for credit time come about me and Timonka say good for you, no, and ya the papa gold purchasing program now. Why you? Yes, it's a gold board. As someone will catch and say, gold, I want 20 na must say currency legend. Currency legend affairs, no, and then on Becatcher. On Becatcher is a gold now, some medium fear being now to tono, and I'm a currency legend. As I know, open catcher. Meanwhile, now and Crawford, we have Fiska. Sika, no one would go 8.something billion. I hear the go say, young farmer Ghana home brano. 1 more percent Ghana for Jenny say 1 more year be sorry. Every week be near the $100 million at the good forex market no. Na say man to be do now when you say scanner na odo said usidi no udi kudina and no na beton usidi no dollar no ebe kwakoto be $1 to 40 cedis because artificial pancake you say makeup udi ye cedi na nimu ni na papa inti ye hu cedi na ho ofe patomo nwene yanya bibi na ye chita afọ no kasa see akasa na okra won jimi ya wote choko dollar ba from that so to dokono 7 cedi 10 cedi into dollar na ba from what was the essence of it wo wote choko no uti kwa bibrim year with the boss spray edura with the boss sebe ono ba ye hu spray yes dollar ba from Yet no price no cost. Into dollar na and this for Saba for Montino. Young Fagan is second in Uncle Sim. Now won't chill. Besides, I won't fast swap and when you want. Sense of what to so.
Distributed. A total FX demand of $1.6 billion have otherwise increased demand for inter-FX market, put pressure on the exchange rate and cover for 58 cargoes totaling 1.8 million metric tons. Okay. So, Anklato, the finance minister, this is Bank of Ghana telling you that the gold for oil was very successful and indeed reduced the pressure on the FX and the interbank market. Let me read the second letter. The second part of the letter goes on to say that prior to G4O initiative, petroleum suppliers were charging premium totaling 150 to 170 per metric ton. Significantly, gold for oil brought it down and it ranged between 50 to 80 metric tons. This is the thing that we've been talking about. That gold for oil helped reduce suppliers' premium in the market and made sure that it stabilizes the price of petroleum products in the market. The G4O initiative eliminated the use of forward exchange rate in pricing petroleum products, which contributed moderating prices increase at the pump. The bank goes on to say that the board and the management of Bank of Ghana had decided to exit the program, which was introduced as a short-term measure to mitigate the rising price of petroleum products, which would have otherwise impacted the economy negatively. This is in line with the IMF position. Now, this is signed by 4 officers in charge, which is the Finance Market Department. So clearly, look, I don't know where anybody now comes off to say that the gold for oil did not work. The gold for oil was a failure. I beg to differ. And I don't know why anybody will now come on to say that when you now have a policy like gold for oil, right, that has now helped from the Bank of Ghana's own document.
Honorable Wakasa, thank you so much for exposing these lies. Isaac, you watch where you name my you. Am I? Ben person me no be fight be our about all right. Bawo mi anapo. Me pacho. Oh wa omi tu na kasa ni ntie.
Okay. Boss pacho me chia wa chief won su na.
So.
Okay. Eno me die me da wa se ne wa ko nya dia ma me. Pacho temenka.
Oh, them pa obi atunka kasa.
Okay, me da shi. O she finance minister and throwing na da budget ya enra okan ya. Ama Ghana for say money short memory a. Obetimi ati de kan ya se. This more short memory pe. And enti de ye kan ase. Me bra pe ni obeka say omo we di first budget no. Yura atu Forson ne the president e be ka kire say by the media budget no omubeyi COVID tax everywhere me pacho so ya we
me kai pa
me pacho na uti wo muso omoyi everywhere na
pacho there be ho.
Okay, me that say apart from that omuka say cocoa we pacho omoyi feedback o apart from that omuka say omubeyi increase cocoa price in the media budget no pacho eno ati wo
pacho there be.
Okay. You found on tour. You got to force in ya and be say chantro. First budget and say, we 10% tax. Insurance.
Yeah.
Insurance. Car insurance.
Yeah.
So they will be challenging this if one penny will be break. Catch you say. You need 10% tax. Insurance be also. Car insurance. Me my driver since 2008. Me coach car insurance. Emma me who any tax be also that. Certificate here, insurance certificate here. My people only na, me ko na me none of them are even actual 1% employer tax also that. Omuba fufro na omu din count to insurance him. First, not third party. Before say NPP be free power 2024. Not third party. Now your channel. I have 470 cities. NDC bar power. Omu ba power ya omu No one can budget here, and we increase it, almost I increase it. And I say kind of 500 plus. And I say, and what's I say was the taxes every two. Third party, because I'm around 600 plus.
Yeah.
So more. That should be towing fee and Ebra okay. Even MPP time, not to a hormone. Not commercial cars, saloon cars, taxi, and not private anyway. No. Then you want CDO.
Okay.
50 pesos. Then you want CD. Then 50 pesos. Trotro, a bit to say oven. Trotro, ABA to say Toyota Haze. And I say ABA to say Hyundai H100. And I say Hyundai Grace. Only the three one CD. Not taxi. Uber cars, any saloon car, beer, whether private, and I say no be 50 pesos. Then you one CD. And so the MPP are buying a big charge here because of say one, Nesicano, ne Congo for Bibutum. Two, not acquiring and even two witnesses to connect any creative traffic and inconvenience man call for. And this is for Korea, it became throw. If I know my brain, and since COVID time. Commercial driving need being Ghana was see income tax Ghana. In every year near channel 4 times, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter. Commercial car, whether taxi, trotro, tipper truck, any car be a income tax be a that we need being bida since 2020 up to 2024. Share now can be said or say can I say commercial driving permit.
Yeah.
You can't commercial driving permit here. Assemblies, you know, the issue whether
oh well Mianapo
assemblies, you know.
So can it be assemblies, you know, come free or
issue my drivers. On say you can't commercial permit now, taxi, I will say Ube say taxi, ABA, gate, you know, I did be born gate, you know.
Yeah.
Now you throw ABA, KMA, you throw AMA, you throw let the money with, and then I permit, you know. And no so move increase, you know. 2, it means even almost permit every year, AMA stick and so that is the channel every year, be an almost increase. Only almost our AMA lances. Taxi need to be a ubi. And for commercial cars, almost our AMA lances. And so be increase, you know. It's you know the air cost no.
Hey,
me nya list ni na there say me the me WhatsApp number ebe WhatsApp o message o na there WhatsApp me because me be fato me so because of say me your commercial driving you know me be co station by station me name unions your platforms akese me dey beto so na me make sure say me union me wo mu no e say me free taxi ma ba online driving e say no ye ni kuta digital platform na ye dey we me make sure say me a part of good member because the good Ghana Online Drivers Association me a part of it under TVC I register I recognize na CNPF for ko ye meeting kura no omo frey
nice
so that's it. So we are going to like you bet share and call for no say on share then and then now time and I'm say and you me boy me no kasa say bra you said all about down and so car battery 13 plate and nam 1,005 13 plate
battery
car battery me donya me
battery 1,005
me donya me car battery and so none na ku for time near ton 800 and 700
Inti napo more drivers we no e dey na come amokoto abama NDC
on say you was short memory for me dey me kan dey me free
because I said so because so far no say
bro me say I say nyansa na I say yempa obi ni mutrim ni yemfa nhemo say yemfa mo pani yemfa fredo ni yemfa mo bi ni mo e bi no mo ho e just say on the office of support NDC papa wa or no chance say no be chino no chino that's some of them ebinum so ye tribal ebinum so end even those are omo against this idea we na ye oma omo beneficial of enyome bia MPP diaba omo beneficial of enyome bia MPP diaba whether free education health insurance enyome bia ye
because Napo, I mean Napo, just let me just indulge you in something. Adia be mama. First, me wo uko keda me wo fabi or transport is our commercial or no na wa tro na yi ho or say den upro didi or wam so didi eno ne sign na ebo na chi. And first say upesa wo ye vehicle registration kra na bra na wo bra nsa na wetumi aye no and yes wotumi ye no online na yes insurance kra no mutumi shop for insurance online and that Ghana
me know why okay insurance within 5 minutes make my BBM on straight
online
yes online and found say ABA by this time ejumefo apon and found say weekend and found Dr. Mahmoud Baumia through Haptel.
Yes, Haptel, yeah. Because and when you have some kwanka me ba be kan say Osha dear Dr. Baumia de ba and be more driver for mo dwuma mu ye mere.
Okay say Nancy and Dr. Mahmoud Baumia na e be 3-4 months am free power or launch ade bia na friend the Citizens app.
Citizen app, yeah.
Yes, me bro, I knew man there was no Citizens app no. There were GRA for fees any BBA obetime twa for so. There were AMA for the senka permit even car parking.
Yeah.
Every car parking, whether airport, whether to do, and as any I can say government car parking biana. Who do one you can pay through your momo. I will share many parts in India. Any police charges near the police chiwa. The answer what company is do be no share with momo. The Citizens app no man there was so no. The Citizens app and your man know what the Citizens app are be corrupt. If mean to me always be an but said your agency Dr. Mahmoud Baumia any MPP be were corrupt. Because omo make sure say omo bema any policy kentem ayep tinting. Say na be corruption no anu abrase. So what I say the Citizens app no and your man the Citizens app no e ba beje no.
Because me tenya many be as you Napo say Osha niama Dr. Baumia kan ye e the factor e sa go ya or call lunch ma mu any taxi for or lunch mo de ma money ade. I thought say anka e wo unim me fa aibeni man bi ofa me free vice president fi or me koye adwuma ho e na me KOFI e na ofa me and I know Bobo when the carry on miss A, and you may have a pepper no see or no so crowd or bank and one you are not the driver. In a make crown, I'm against what you end this to be honest with you. It's not in person, madam, who had say, may MP near and answer me communicate to say and as I say, it's not making into no can or say, any yapa. Now, Miss Aden, any, I know say any, I say MP before be lusu. I'm a NBC for a say or mine. Utie. Or say, I say, MPPA be lusu. I'm a NDC abese or mine. Now, say, what does it mean? End of status or catch me. The things ya omwenya. Utie, the things ya omo driver for or catch them near ma driver for nya or say voter region crown or driver or crown. Things have improved, roads has improved, say you improve. And he was telling me the benefit they are getting as drivers from them. Now, me say, but some drivers who say, no, so don't mind those ones. Those people, they don't know anything about governance. They allow these people to lie to them with food and they go. Now, me say, because some back to away, they're not knowing the Obama. Obi so Obama abobo yani Valentin boot. Obi so Obama what now them a renewable license. Where to make the license now? Na to me aboa na where to make the atwoma. What so Obama kofa abobo ya any polytank. I me be see actually na show Valentin boot. Tala no e show na rap ma me na e fresh umre mo na.
Yeah, me dem anu see no.
Yeah.
Me who say me nwa bi atwro or say Napo as much as I love NPP, we have to acknowledge the fact that President Mahama is doing well.
Doing well in which sense? Where?
Obi na betro wa.
And there be chance Kaku.
You know.
Can Oba.
Yeah, me when NPP ni and like
there be Oba be try the Mahama ye can answer. Oh, Oba be try.
Ebia o me kan yom anka o request me no me kan just enyo ma bi lupe.
Me ankasa me invite no Oba obi ankasa bi munya ma no kwa na ono try the Mahama aba o ye good.
Dollar na mo say about dollar bia emma petrol price e ba down. Na bo come you know what na for chiri ba ko. Petrol price na ba down no. It's not about dollar. petrol price na ba down kakra na saying na $, and man ba na world market price. And this is wrong. I do mu chiri research o. So no mu kasa na o chiri mu the beginning and the end there. Na fe no mo mi o ma no. So we show say e bi ata ma MVP o ya no mu bi o ma no MVP free power. Na petrol you say on ka kan na world market price you say o. E ti unyo bi a say bi o dwen na o ya research and say unim dia o kan say go na give baby too. It's always be ano. So look quick fast now look sharp now you be a unim how to do research and this you need to be too that always be ano. You be ahead of them. Okay, na say activity training papa ya one e market papa you go share ya. Now oh yeah no catch and say I send the MPP fees na $17 series. As a journalist unim say MPP fees na $14 series. So catch papa say na $17 series. So I say so always be ano. E no see ano be pollution ko for adwen oh market you know or see many that me Felix me we ya me de me no ma be send me pe we na dey ato no no you na me dey do me juma me patrol be brave because okay bro
your friend is saying me can say doctor say and can drivers or more be running every year and ko dey be 5 years there
registration no lances every 2 years be ano o say for ya
doctor can say for the of every 5 years so that be on mobile no 10 years that be 10 years their passport
passport 10 years
okay say on the license better 10 years
manager on the license ya on so unya kwa your license ya on 8 years and san 8 years ni mo no I think so 6 years every 2 years if you are no be renew every 2 years.
Yes.
And sana the last filing date na so sana.
Yes.
I'm not saying instead of 2 years no the be call 5 years. Every 5 years. Yeah. Nanka ya hivi. Yes. And okwepa.
Okay. Kakuama.
You go for no so. You communicate to no. If you know echo ready so unprepared. Because no less a person like no less a person than Titus Global. Only NDC MPBT Adam. Emma what to me NDC need to make a bonus MPP power not petrol system.
So when you communicate bro, you communicate
for dealer be no money. I don't know. Your friend is saying, I say MPP power not petrol the system. And this one they about 40 the 30 was there 40 normally dealer be one to the back. Now they said anything
Ediana opesa oka. Ediana nanka opesa oka Max. Me say Titus Glover nanka Ediana nanka we expect say Titus Glover nka. And you think say and you think say omo ti ho no any media for it no munim say 14 cedi. Exactly. You see something Senior Max. Sometimes I couldn't tell you na me know a departed from some of your stance in the NSA. And you say omunim tie. And yes, the woman, I thought Anna Felix, and some we say, I don't know where I'm going to say. I don't know what can I tell Crano or say about me, who you know, and Kufadu, who you know, and you know, book, I did no. And yet, Miss Me, and I was in Ghana, and yet data now, what they tell no. Baby, I never do no. Mohoya, and here, myself, would the years to crab a catch and send me or that on you so. That is where they got to. It is not said Titus Glover should have said something that they didn't know. Even if Titus Glover had said, say, hey, you are here. How many times? And at Dennis Miracle. Dennis are correcting. But still, they will come and meet Dennis the next day and they will repeat the same 17 city because and no idea to young crop for cathedral. Cathedral. And what somebody and Nabeda was saying, so what did they do? They sent philosophers who back to come and say that yeah, the rent scabby mobi, yeah, the way be mobi, and the way you say, nine or my tita for now. It is not so these people were not ready to listen to nothing. That is what the case was. Imagine fresh. Caleb Bremna mean to me and fasting into sorry. So Me pacho you, Yanko.
The person can say Ghanaians as a country, we all owe an unqualified apology to another.
Oh, of course. Papa na dear, I see a palm chow on about women. I say a palm in the chow.
They are not prepared to do that.
We have to beg them. We have to beg Nanado and Baumiapa.
Yes.
I'm coming to
Yes, bro, I'm telling you. They cut short. They see a palm chow because okay, and me almost say me I say my emotional.
Hey, yeah.
Okay, I quite cool with you and question the near who come down and no go with you and
Over the president, you are going to do
or look what me my account, me Ghana home, you sorry, you got you sorry, you go for it, and be for them work, you play again in the area. That's not
I bought the my.
And then, but I'm penny we have a Ghana, and then I'm going to go to the appointment in my family. Ghana, the Ghana, the year for not how well. We did just 6 months now, they done it. They go to you see,
and another time, no guy no crab bedroom, now pub bedroom say, ya private for. Ya private for only 250.
Yeah, you now, as they can book 19 worker. Yam penokuna yam this all we need is the one in China. Yam this year, yam penokuna.
I don't see a point.
I will see yet. No bet you didn't take because only NBC as a partner, I will say Ghana police don't want Ghana police. I didn't know.
I didn't know from. I didn't know from.
Propaganda in try the idea to what you know. I said the black was okay. I said now everything you can. When said you can in the paper, but only you can into the political into what you can be everything who you pay here to the center. It's on but and the first and then the equity. And Tona, you need to not pay a coupon native your battery. We are moving to. I feel and then Ghana and then after the equity.
That is all.
The corners are on another boy and another one. And I think. Video to say video, I am baby, I'm I am a hammer by a queen, and one day different to Umaba said, let me just tell me what down and by you say your talk. I don't tell you what I'm going to oh, you're still in the show. I don't know if we are at the support. You need from a jail or you need to ready in the own. A bus in your money, no, or better policy, no, and I'm
Ima, sa de ni say wo ho. Hwe Ima, sa Mahama care no. When I saw it no, honestly, politically no, me who say so far the only legacy I dey kai Mahama ne dum so no yedum so right into your PBB e de aba Mahama care. Nti e bia wa planning we ade e da na koma so. Into our planning source of funding ni bibia. Ima, it was yesterday. And some of the documents of it now. NHIS, no National Health Insurance Scheme now, National Health Authority for Okuta. Ensu ye die. Omo ba ye, omo ebe yi dialysis na dey free so because kwabra minta account say sebi abai ni niska or dey be cover no. Yes ye koyi sa NHIS kana de omo kuti aye no. Ye koyi first kana. 20% ye koyi 20% e dey akoye Mahama care. Not when ya obi say or your doctor, Ima, obi say or your doctor, or Jenny Ghana Pumude insurance, Ghana, and so you know.
Or the friend saying, so basically,
me say, the Amentiasi and they say, when Akando made his first address in Parliament, or see NHIS, the scanner and so. And unti some yarewebia abinda da ne bi to NHIS so no mo ye den omu ye free so said ye be ya ombenya moska e de atwe Ghana fo ena de sika na yesi ye nso ye no yesi ya pesa Mahama din ka Ghana enti ye nkoya de bi a ye friend Mahama ke ye de be ye communicable disease sabe communicable disease ikura no ene ya yetiwe sabe into brony ade esi but esi ahia communicable disease bit say elephantiasis ne one year bebe it is ahia na esi no ntino say you have outside of me can it is very stupid. It is very stupid. We had it on the National Health Insurance Scheme. What they could have done was to improve the current state and say yeah the way can away no ebia mahama no they can say oh now when you scan out who see a be ni hono now one side the scan anyone ask akwa kwatia the for a where they are ima to asona imrem max Mr. Momani, na enye fast. Yo, okay. As you say, no, any panel so no, no, fast. Mr. Max B, me pacho manin ko wine, pacho, 3 minutes. Mr. Yo. Max, Bacho Casarenko. Yeah, Bacho Casarenko.
Bacho to make a Well, sir, Umaka Tatmani program, Facebook, YouTube. Okay, sir. Long before you better. Now, your friend is saying, Metaka assembly the Bias okay. Sir, radio station, your Kokoya Banta. Now, your Kono set the agenda as a topic when you better discuss it. Now we are Canadian. Obia can be better on the party. Tukaya. Now make a bit of your abam young pesca. Now you to airtime. Me and church, yet. The Usay and the sign when you be ma. Yabaye. Okay. Because that is the only way you can achieve, your friend is saying, you cannot achieve a new taster if you continue to do the same old stuff. And it's okay, another Diana Mebana Mekasa will say, Yanto Eta, Mianko Kayasam. Nay, go for no Pantana because it doesn't have anybody go, or be a can have any party for them. And Tianto Eta, Mianya, and now time church, I asked them, said he had done it. Now, your friend say, at Sampano, but it wasn't enough. Let's get me Yasika. Across your friends, wait, no, mean, Timmy would get here. Obaka, the information ministry. I may have to say, Ponko man and a deputy party. I may have to somebody wants to be back. Nanka, you have the back from Graciane Bridges, you know. Near Cochina, near my eye, near there. He never came. Eventually, I can you imagine? Oh, and you know, and your mother, we shot ourselves in the foot. Well, Nanka, you know, the son, I'm saying, okay, so not the Taka said. About why I go and go to 2024, and I bet you say, I buy me pan or buy Juma, and that's all Yajuma. Because a Juma here, the out to a Juma here, so. The minister, Papa, know why you catch her, and play all my finance or more boy here. Mama Bill, no, you know, Bill, and that's all better adjustment to your parents. You're the parents, be a number. Young customer will say, this is how much, and guys all parents, but I'm not taking care of it. We never did all these things. Oh,
can I miss our question? Can I miss our question, Max? Max, you really believe, say, Sanka, ye de bill, Ekoma, Wufona, Kebes, San Omar Genema, Omar to Obama MPP.
Most of them were speaking against the patriots because not all who say, hey, I'm buying
I don't agree with that assertion. Before no tie. First now you starting no. And I walk can we are and kebe me de. But not when we're training Kolami and Sa our free education. I went to ya some poor and to ya dama. Now when him says can went to ya. You don't need
prior to
some performer, they had already made up their mind, say they had made up their mind, say yeah, be a woman be a mobile can be a so at the Akot to Obama. That was it. Hey, I do two print you, one print you, they were not going to vote. I don't know, some no, I don't know, American. Yo, Martin.
Oh, you know, imagine one of the Bayer will say, I buy a woman I was so much show and you know, so your window and one was them. That is why over here. That is why over here. Most of your friends were speaking against your friends say, I created you're a bit much, yeah. You're a bit much, yes, okay. Yes, they never saw the importance of it. Oh, they never saw the importance of it. Oh, and you know, but when they are not there, but when you're much younger, and a woman is saying, meaning, says, no, Felix, why you are certain anything about the good drop to come out of that? So, I took forcing ambulance from 4. You're not, you have a 2.7 million crown, or go behind. You're not going to Sika, but I say, I'm getting a put now. One is your comment. As your man is one who says, yet, where you are, Bank of Ghana, you know how, me what. And they say, oh, and what you said. Oh, it's about time. Obia sector be a no Obia finance minister, and then the proper normal, meaning, sir, and then they should come out. Now, I must set the record straight. What I say, because I'm telling you. Maybe why I'm throwing your body. Maybe on the
yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's a way to them. Yeah, that's it. Mr. Max, I thought I know a job. Nana,
I'm going to tell them easy for.
But you be okay.
Yeah, me a woman say, one with the brother can. You might be one of me. The was the Achani Muye. Come on, so say before. Yet in your bone for Nachi. A platform, you see a platform and a bone for Nachi. A time I said, ye jay at the DNA, so it has a ye become once and a bomb which. So I'm a boy and paying for Nachino, with fake document. We never be a name for the Koya Becca me, yen ditro. A such as a name bomb which. I'm gonna fool or my bonny or moye. For example, say, see a mamba, you won't see a man for 10 million, 20 million. You know, when you carry that money in a film, a search Ghana for. Ghana for your education. Give me more Ghana, your education. Ghana for be free, I can work from. Because I'm not chilling to know what you affect any tossing the now I chat to. I am not chilling. Your day shall say, no bomb much. You book on it, region by region, this is by this, and I can't say, I can't. My bonny or more ye. By you might ye, you know, queen, I said, you can in the back. Any Ghana for my Ghana for Legal is we are saying it what. You look at the smartphone, we are saying it what. No, be on social media also. Facebook and TikTok and Snap, young from go and I ain't church. No, the music on the bed boy a party no more.
You
now you know more which is almost so. It will why a crack. Airtime, Simona, you say to me, yes, man. Why you almost sir. You may get them three chemicals to get go yet if I see here. No more, Rebecca. One kind of work almost no more buying. You look for much, come on. Young bomb much. You made them in Susan Kayansha Sabina, the MPP person I own in a film. As a young critic can never be a book of Ghana, and yet I am fine to Ghana for. Not gonna phone. When you're going out, radio this one. Now I train you, Magana for what you say. Yeah, almost the election answer, Omoto, Indian in a smafa. This is your wine. The MPP, yeah, papa. What is school dying? And I can tell kind and low, and I can tell kind. What is school dying? I see and come once. Very familiar. No, we don't know what is school dying. What's the hospital? Yes, Yanka. And that's all I'm no going to see. The when now see ya over the boy Jamas out of Buha. We are some reward to say, go for your by your see and come on them. Over to that, I'm not going to that. Yes, can you tell them no about cookies? And we don't say about those and we took half a hole. Yeah, you better talk about your condoms and young Juma. I think they are very keen. You have been crowd for 8 good years. The Binka, you may have been from Rawan, I won't say a show banner. We have by answer why I think it's a big brother of their job. Now, but it goes school and your school fees, you know. The teaching not to school only. What have been like below a very useful jacka. And so be so. And then I did here. When I call for your bubble free, no, then I did here. I mean, I'm going to gun up while any answer. I didn't answer and for now.
What the man come out from? I'm a guy.
What is it? A time girl says, yes, MPP for yes, sorry, Nana, your bomb, which your bomb, which is said, I'm going to bed by
and I'm chum with a video.
I brothers have been to us. I shall any money, and by what shall they put so intimate 1 year ago? You better surprise information in our field.
Munyabutre, Yayana Makoma, just what me pacho akenipa ba kopene do so. Me pacho we the jollof aba on. Inti chairman for 3 minutes na ye ntumi ma no kwan no so mfa ne de mra wa Mr. Fred. Okay. Pacho yanko. Enkrofo mienu no besesa na kakra because he say Max the no party who sem na ya most of the time no can. Na so ba yo no so aba betimu sa antino topic ne de no an de yachi no budget ya ato Forson e ko ready e no asem na ye kana ha me da say
ato Forson mfa say abano see obeyi tax or threat or say draconian tax.
Yeah, draconian taxes. Yeah.
He love no you betting tax na o here wa be yin e funu wuma eno enya effect se bia magana for sa he love ya na magana ma abano 1.8 billion Ghana cedi ena betting tax so magana 120 million Ghana cedi fence government tax na mag abano 3.8 billion Ghana cedi de wajano eno wo no ena wa ko yin kita na odi dada akra to maye ne eso de wajano wo no ave o pifa obo ena ebi ena ye twinso ena si sim bebre ndo adada Ghana for kwambe so ya na pem bia no no o inflate figures o figures na figure no 2017 abano ansana kufa do aban na fu 14.99 and do 15 Ghana cedi kuda as wo kana Ghana for no so I know 2 and abano Ghana 17 even though I got 17 that for the whole world wide again say we work for so somewhere 2022 November on Emma even globally no not a barrel of liter 131 a barrel of the whole world market and now about 62 now the Ghana bono and look at the to fuel liter more than 10 Ghana.
Oh yes.
And so abana finance of Colombia said because of wet market I have to information Ghana for na men ka Ghana for say abada da no me su from na ne board in channel me so na mo bibi su na globally fundamental of the whole worldwide the big fear and ma food one course after the Ukraine-Russia war no COVID no corona e me trigger ma food one course na ne ja food one about from we have to ja what's that na Ghana na akufa na board in 1 liter per 1 cedi per Ghana liter Ghana money Ghana for na make conclusion say Kevin Taylor we do not promise so mo Mama Ghana how to freeze yes, Mamma so. Yes, another worker at the pool as an the form of Ghana, so Mamma was about one. Mama in the or ever
That's it. Hey,
Yo,
yeah, Mr. Ghana Jollof Mbacho Edu so. Joe Mbacho
yo,
Nyabotre why? Mbacho.
yo, me dey say tatia free baby a. Me no edisi. Na ohwe obia oya santini free set sa ability buy no masema me kan say. Me dey mi frata market nenso asantini bia. The number one priority and they say will be protecting the image of the Ashanti Kingdom. Now, Oberete will be Biara and Fat Antimayan in Chichifom. It's in a wood see at Antimamu no for at Antimamu dia. Nessa was a Wasanti Sem. Now we are proud of set free at the Ashanti Kingdom. Any Kevin Taylor, no, more man a crime and infinity in Namgana. No time fan in the Tina, Mr. Cock baby, free by. If we say, what the Moheneno or the O2 for say to Yamekesti anywhere to form. I can't say young in anywhere to form. While fairly be a separate time, Don Mahama was sharing the Emma Colay to Nenicia Santemai Sudia Santemaya Temfedi Opebiara. Osha Apisua. Obi of a phone seen a nim, the camera seen should be a Santemaya Tembia NDC. Who MPP ni ba kumpo, so free him, so frana for so free. Our dear or 2 for say to 20 bitch form. And think I Sante 4 year. And can people the woman were treated and come mutum the Kanamakushian. Because I dear your number one priority here no heritage near bomb by the amount. It think I mean the academy, Yakabiana Kayetradi. Say a quine yama wo, say a Jana now person MPP and MPP. Say yet be an apple or and 1 year number one priority, no. And no by MPP I am or the or Heneno or 2 4 say to any munyama except Fatana Titina or Ba will be Pejanicus, Emmanuel while NDC government a yen can time and to form external. Yet the Chroma can tell our can't the man will be seeming care beat that infantry hero 2 4 say to 2. And so Bedru Ghana no Don Mahama. As the the official residential house of the vice president. She wants now, not me, no me, yet has young friends, yes, I die in the cannon bill. Not our core important. We are the detail 2 4 say to act. Let me be Santa for it. I said, oh, fee. No, people will have now, mammy, or a panel that I saw. I'm an enemy go at the abonting as any panel. Or what's my bay, what down for that now? What's me, what down for that? It says any panning to me, you are down for that. Dia. Let's say NDC, you are down for that. Now you are Conoma to Abamano. If you say NDC, and do 2 4 say to Yamekesi and Nimchi form. What share evidences I am man. Not the ocean Kuala or Mubuha or much or 2 4 say to Abosina. Who not the MPP need you, ma. What didn't he? Who a Yakorea or Germany? Or no go dia Santemaya Temoko, we are president Pajan Pahim. I will know the Kowi. Who say you read him, Mahama? Now, okay, Kaya, what the Sumama Yakwa, Nane Yakwane Yasi. A quiet moon near Mammy Honke Kamwa. It tells you, say now the Tutu Kevin Taylor, the what the Tutu Santemaya Tema. Name the open country of you, and son won't say. A NDC are buying our pass or person with their Santia in the back form. Now, who are Santia in a person the back form? I won't so to our NDC, now we are Santino. Now, person who have panic saying our person in country. Who names says our Santia Punyan for Santimum? That's a one more by now, 1 year, the new to for my Santia Punya, a boss made me touching. Let's me house there with Nema. The NDC be a bought the man Santini Bia. So, best Sorena and Waka NDC once and Papa. and now over sorry no one cocoa gina line so that wokoto edia me NDC. Obi Bobeka say na Kevin Taylor de send you didi will be at them didi we matter didi what to mine now would say yeah that Santi Kingdom. The only recognized kingdom of what Ghana, the whole world you recognizing and yet that Santi Kingdom to one who wear Japadia can see what the woman and the Ghana and India will free Kubiaso. What we are dancing, what's a woman by cafe. No be so the will be amount. Into one found to talk. Obia ya ono ne de sebi so any mano and o ma did na tema would you be proud of yourself because Ghana you won you say you can't one you move free no more proud of as will be free or cry no person or didn't who teach say me na na be free me one be no person cook or couple remu e ya sentiment and no tre and need die said you mo kura mu mudie mu and said you 2 4 to 2 near him for mobile or more brand shop palestina Kura santiman aya hinia mana ya kono na sefriti ya kura hinia na mana ya kono sadia na ye denti ne ba kwan ma su kono ma bia won hu ne to hohoro na won hu ne nsa hohoro po no ne mpanyimfo adidi ti se Kevin Taylor ye man kwan e man be didi otufu atem na wo hu se ye NDC ni NDC John Mahama eni ni Ibrahim Mahama ne senate na so ye NDC ni we are Papa. We are Papa, and you must be ashamed of yourself. Only one entire generation. What I saw saying, young, been with him. 7 minutes, and for the only thing, yes. What more and is for chef or Jenny, no what join it door, no one who be at 73 back. As Anthony, I wouldn't need delay. Now, yes, you have to be very careful. Oh, yes. Because or join it dots, free no, they are be no support. Who pay one at Anthony, who has tell the baby, I will have and the politics in Anthony, but been previous. What letter will limit answer to the NDC? Politics in 2% the young 4 2 4 to 20 minutes from name found. We are Santini, men, no, your number one priority. And son of politics. As Anthony, a bone buying. And turn politics happen. This is what we are standing here. Wouldn't you find so? But Kakurabia one wakase. MPP by a one yet, Jamame. MPP by 1 year, we are mammy, and ultimate of Bois and this Debbie. So one MPP in Amano. Oh, Boama, our number one priority, no, which is the Santa Kingdom, no, or projectino. And my Drew baby was a Drew. What Boama any mood see, Emma any Munyamper, Musadia Stefata. Emma would 2 4 years. Where another man, Hena. On one of them, or come in time when he did, but or one of them, no kind was say. I bind the bar, the pedja, Henny be bar. I bind the oba, who are paid a benina, no part of the FPP are buying. Eddie bar, no, I paid 2 4 8 2. And this or no, or Henna, and this me, not a doman, say. MPP are paid out unto mine. Let the war who flat unto mine, one so of what our Henna. No no kwa walk at the NDP paid out anti mine or Buana man to a beginning in there. Oh, Buana or no political party, no, about the pejano. No one brow in an afternoon and I pay a logic. I would see a sheen answer. Now you want to say, will be what anti women now, dear. Was what that's why we're NDC. Nipano mamia BOKA, Nyansa power. Now one way I say Nyansa and won't be more back. Now, by Hunyansa. Now, the chat to Okrana Santia Kunyani Ubeti, because what was Santian Master, why you who are Michia, and I want Santimamuna who was Santian Master. At Santia, you will never say Fiauni. If they are deal is only Piara, or Hena Shannon. So be boom, mammy, a panel dead them net when you are down for the year. Meaning they say what the NDC you are called. Malco to Abaman, where did you 2 4 say to attack? And say you are called. What share MPP say MPP babun be sorry no yes anka quickly a penny for best friend to order. Ama wa patcho was be ojina ka sem na enu nti o MPP a obi asro bia de ani die stepata e mata akonya bi kwa ya tete ye nkwala ya ka tro mo said the only kingdom e wa Ashanti e wa Ghana is the Ashanti kingdom and no 2 4 2 the name na chi obi ani go Meshia Palace is the biggest palace as soon and munyam wom e wa Ghana wontimi fam free wo menkata him for aka ni munyam nim na mom eno na ye the whole world ye recognizing it e ye the Ashanti kingdom the Ashanti force who be hia mo dia na Kevin Taylor na se mo man kwan man be ne nambo no cycle free o se mo kire se mo mema na de mo hene ni mo twitwi fom na mo ampe na de hia pa ne se bo be de mo sabe si mo bo no maka se de NDC dia ye hinti ye ne NDC to nkwanta ya no nye se nipa no ya wo ye de aboa MPP na wo ye de aboa na wo de boa wo baby wo free ya santimamu no ama wa santimamu no ni de se pata no wanya ama ni mu ayedru se de tie bia enkwakota adom ahenachi sa wo tuma NDC bia wakota adom ahenachi etia wo hene no sa etie wakota na etia wo hene no unso mpese obe kwa amikia enu nti hwe ho yi wo ya santini a hwe ho yi hwe no kasa yi na wankwa ankoka NDC asempa bia fa NDC ho ama santi akonya andome manuasi
medase mama na ayi we de assembly na waka no na yese ayi for wo eja wakoyo batan mama mfa health mre yese say NHIS ayi registration ni renewal no ebe kosoro na mo premiums no mo ndro no so no premiums no so eba be kosoro they are at Forson de bre no
o se premium mo be koso
ewa ha NHIS registration and we renewal premium yeah
increase
yeah and user fees for outpatient consultations and diagnostic tests so we call normal co diagnose we be ya rebe so corner doctor and we call consulting so fees no so be kosoro and I fee birth certificate any death certificate surprise and also about because they are to force and the buyer no but we in media na cover we so media na can we 117 I don't know so it's obeka 1 minute be we no answer na next person
next say the umbezo mo kire ni say omo betu health insurance and services no omo betu
me patcho an
omo be increase no yesa normal premium
me patcho an
one time premium sa no mo
there be premiums now we are paying who say premiums we pay premiums right. When you pay Sensikano, health health insurance, they call it premiums, right? It's in the Sensikano almost almost mana kosoro.
So mo be mana kosoro dia na sentimamu fo no tem dia wo kan ase a na sentimamu fo Ghana fo no se wutua 20 cedis na de health insurance na ye betum
sa pepe
okay se na no ye betum dia me de kakra metimi aka ne se don drama ni mahama what's na honum wo ma sansa ni dali wonim health ho hwe obese wo kona episcribe ubuntu ni apeteshi edema wo re ya wanim eso asoaye senyo okatechi free father uruma katete wo wo health insurance so faso enne wo se ye health insurance wo betu ama for na bisa wo se health insurance na o mampanyini kofo na da uruma odeba Ghana ema nipa nyina anya aso mfaso no wo do mahama kuro ya bere bi etwa mu awo beba aban mu wo kan say wo be dra aban mu pe wo be no one time premium that one time premium na no wo say ntina we kwa na confuse me no say no wo be tua wo mani tua biem kosi so obewuo wo antimi anye e na Ghana for the wo konsa wo koye ene wakwa aba wo se wo betum ama for me bi sa o mampanyini say oba ye no eduma ben wa ama manfo so omunya wo so wo beto health insurance and our buy and 24-hour economy na no so wo ye ama mabuna nya eduma ye no moboto ma ye de na wo kokko hospital kra na wo say edro no to betimi ato wa ya na onye 24-hour economy na ma ya tuzu ye hunu so na ye hunu so na wo so wo betum no se nkrofo nko fesika wo hefa e no mo de aye health insurance and our man pen no bia wa ye ma hospital bia ni say NDC aban eba aban mu wo be call hospital ukra health insurance the drop kura wunya bi na wano ade se wo san koto e drone wano na de na kire se to awo o betum no wo betum ama pay di wo di nra bata man for medin konom wo hwe health insurance policy o man panyini kofo adawroma wo de ba Ghana na wo san di eye maternal free delivery when is at the place so edema Ghana for say that's why say insurance na media ba wonyem kura me say wo free ye bibia fi akwa we ba ye mampanyini do mahama wo ba ye 21 when you know e no be say no obeka butu ye kura e no odi egu ya man for the pam waba wo san de ne say ko keka health sector akọ say no akọ jobiri health insurance na man penny for at the buyer no. When you be a mo or you, when you be a more anka one time monochrono, and let be a chrono as I be a trying our hospital. Then Kawin so my dear. Your backbone power, maybe our backbone partner help.
Yeah.
Help. It's in Kanyama Konemuno. The Kaukra or penny with me, I bay anything. Health insurance and Kawu better so.
Yes.
Never morning services, no one more.
Yes.
Near when it will be now what they buy and or the initiative never buy and also buy and what me do Yan Saka pushing a Konen there be what the outside the air quietly. What the air the every more cash and carry no deal because good one is me yet. It's one to me, uncle, you know, do hospital will need health insurance. No, a rack and carry system. Now, this will check the car and Sunny Ashen. It's the health sector, no, why not in a so better. Also, the Enkawu mamma, it was who had the so far so far. Because Anya Shino, so what fat answer your best prescribed who 20 way ma, who hope a power, who when you think I had the dear. Kenya dear what the wood on Saka. Emma bad time and soon we ya. So Baba ya dear. Now Bako hospital no one correct Kaya the best. Now bad time would dear answer wood that we have ye. Think I have insurance to cut it to ya or my penny for father woman. What they buy it, ya were born a kufado and then a doctor but when you are born what dinner won't maintain na Ghana. Yet now who told me I had insurance man share. Why? Nana ready papa yaba. Made I make me from Sheni you but my make can say health insurance no didn't say no beteno. Ye in a Ghana for be brave ain't me health insurance. Na cash and carry no dear because already no don't mahama no on fan near man or buy and health and whom yano. So nice for the cost strike across there for and yanasem. The head and a health insurance now and nothing to a man for and na mumma ye nimre near car health insurance in one them no man penina make us them no and there's we are 20 to the I don't know
it's around 20 something
and they are baby who are well crack won't mean ye be more crack as you mumpono and a bit in ya well crack ya money and time no a bed breakfast our health insurance the which a fellas Ghana why we social interventions I baby pay here for you now ya pity and a deba social interventions I can see a baby pay here for you now the health insurance here can want to me movie I can't on my penny for father woman it may be a chum was I can't carry no now home a papa or buy out obey free hop so will be on your health insurance yeah health insurance at the man now man penny for time but yeah Medwafoka and the number that they leap was a leap papa almost have a chia but what for no more I mean him say Kumasi Ashanti ready minimum penny for minimum what the GB Brea or more that's what I'm saying this by no more it's to help an idea yesterday papa and so on finance on finance on finance insurance no now bad time into me yebi or buy in the chaos or anything case or capture it and Colani said will be obia wunyanya debia 15 18 and I say who cost but why insurance wunya you can free near who say what the over and yet the one now baba say on finance and countries are catch and carry no or the room so the aquachi or mine assign it to a health no might be a backbone and any health and that's
excellento Mama Jollof. Mama Jollof there as a Dutch you to me wo baba as an to mama say wa intelligent say wa
you know na unti me o mani ade papa
almost mama you Madam Sabina I'm popular the patcho on me to when na yentio Madam Sabi edu so and I'm kind of Sabina na ze Sabina yo Sabina sister Sabina me bajo wa Sabina but okay Sabina I've heard the Sabina before me bajo say am say why you can create Mr. Joe for 3 minutes here for 3 minutes.
Thank you very much. I think Mr. Felix, you are doing a very good job. We don't really appreciate some of you like that.
That's it.
The kind of things that you are doing for the party is incredible, and some of our certain
behind. We really appreciate the kind of work you people do. Mine is about education, you know. If you be a MOBFE, I mean, a fancy, that was your fancy. If you know passing, now Anka MPP Abanaba or the education. If you go more, we go more. Why are we okay? It is just sad. It is just sad. It's an MPP with the term of MPP. Uncle, elaborate the main identity in school be identity. We hear how many here no identity. I perform Kate. See, I don't know with Shadow Forson and some other camp. There'll be an increment in even school fees now. There'll be an increment.
Yeah.
Which is very sad.
Let me give you education. Hold on.
You are paying some of the fees for the first year. At the same time, you are increasing the fees. Is it not paying Peter, robbing Peter to pay Paul?
Joe, my patron just have this. In terms of education related charges, they are willing to increase examination registration fees, teachers training certificate and license fees, teacher near we know acquire the license, say fees, and I said the training certification, and also have a cost row. And I feel school registration and capitation charges, and also education, they are to force a project to say it's supposed to be something that on be increasing. Yeah, since you chose education into a memo.
Okay. So clearly, or the watching or the baba one said the one you be one of them. Oh yeah, if you go one side, the same time if you actually for some on one side. No shame, geography go more fancy life. No show here or no. Now, Obiba break a time, pick a banning to put away like a crowd up and about on school. Now, it's to education by hearty. Now, support me at that. So, what when you're there? Health insurance, I can want some in the 6 year of you over to me. Maybe I will go over Gombonia, maybe a no. Make it no. Because more them for it than poison. If I brought to the manu, so then maybe I have 1 mile. Then another thing, when you're 20 city, 30 city of mile, who has insurance in it? This year, you are going to increase the burden on that nanano. And it is not fair. It is not right. To be honest, you have the Pantophia come home, you have education, you have the papa, you have the Docona Chena. So you have come on. And you have a Docona Chena was education. It's up and over here. Sometimes, here will be yo. Some of us, by the grace of God, maybe any opportunity outside Ghana, they use to better our lives. But at the end of the day, will be over one line. Look, you will go a Juma side. Come on, look, you will go at your side. Before maybe I said, oh, you're brighter. Only them opinion on Obayadan. MPP, one of the things I like MPP. MPP, but Apama. Mufamba first one and a Mumpuano Nadina. Fuck school, CCR. She's a bit about Oyo, a mother that one couple, another baby. Nobody wants to take the son or whatever to foresee. But in this Aberdeen, we are sure the numbers will go up again at this side. We are sure. It's the answer empty because we are also biting ourselves, chewing ourselves. Because at least you want my at the team here, but I can assure you on that. It is only for the optics. It is only for the cameras. To portray that they are doing something, but they are doing practically nothing. I would just beg that, Anka, after 31st, we should begin from the word for. I believe that Dr. Baumia will come. That's my belief. So I'm going to hell. If you don't believe it's fine. I don't care. But I believe that Dr. Baumia will come. So from February, I shall say a campaign. I just saw from Western Rating that they are making Dr. Baumia 2028 and whatever, having discussions and stuff. These are the things that some of us we really want to see. So from the word go, no, you have one party, no, because that's not American. The only party for like vision for the poor, and that is the essence of every society. America, in particular, the facilities are all for the poor, especially the students and students here. The government has institutionalized certain facilities, scholarship packages for the citizens. It is a union of Ghana, and I say, MP to Babado, many free education. Nothing, Penapedopona Chenama, or Sawara. No, Mr. Felix, the only point that I'm going to add in there. March, for BB about parents and when you receipt of whatever
they
were supposed to pay.
Yeah.
I do agree.
Mm-hmm.
I do from the very
No, Tete, not that I don't agree, Tete. I agree. Me and Max, we go back and forth on that. Yeah, political zone there. Yeah, to mudada. But the problem, they say, we said all of this and it was not taken. And again, a fabo and abana omukoto yeno. Sabi ye kofa yesu kura na be kan ye campaign message from community because the harm was done the way they wanted it. That is why I said that.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
but I do agree with him.
I really understand.
Max is a strong member of this page from 2022. Nina.
Okay, I really understand.
Yeah.
So I would want to ask you, given your experience,
yeah,
what do you think that this media now more of optics to protect the NDC?
Yeah.
They are paying young guys who have not worked before, who have not really gone to school, paying them sums of money on Twitter just to project to the NDC. So, given that situation, the media also it's more of appearing that it's like they have been bought in a way. With your experience, you went to the ground. What do you think that it's best for MPP to do out of today?
To be honest with you, three things. The first thing MPP has to do is to make sure that they have a clear leader who would put a stamp on the group. Once you don't have the group and the unit together and you don't have a leader, so you can't focus to fight anything. Now let's talk about the media. There is nothing we can do about the media. The only thing we can do right now is say MPP should start creating their own medias. Media houses say, "Wo dadano, face can shemu more. To me, I sikafu a woman no, be more of it. No, national day, national accreditation. Said they be to me a broadcaster worldwide, and I said to me a broadcaster baby. Now a communication no, which is the problem. Start and take communication as a day-to-day thing, case-to-case thing, instead of making communication only an ideological tool. Osha MPP for we are always trying to tell people how peaceful we are. Yeah, party of intellect. Yeah, they say Juma. Yeah, they say Juma. That is your ideology. But one thing you must know is that Joe, Sabi to me fa ace eduro enkosa malaria. And I want to mean for malaria drew and concosa tiare adentia because every season, every style, and what you have to do. Say, oh, share soccer cry on. Oh, ba. So, who's a opponent, no, offense, no, a change on tactics. What does the you do? I'm like the technical bench from the defenders do. They also change their tactics so that they can face the attacks now and conform Emma Shaldebano. Into say NDC for Bedina ho, Etumia Yusu Kevin Taylor, Eddie Atitia Santamine, Atiti Chief Imam, Atiti Gan and Nibelbuna Gan and Nibelbuna Junin in Anne say, Odidi Mea, that is the end of life. I'm an Edina so they are caught to a bar. Why do you want to use, say, Kevin Taylor Casa Boa, by the Miss Munim say, Osha ye, Osha ye, same, Osha ye macro, Odietie, NDC for me, King. Kevin Taylor Bedina ho. Kano forata ya kromfo. Kano forata onya kufado. Omo ya kromfo omo ya moa. Omo kofesika 801 na MPP for aba. Omahene say o share 2007. Ye GDP a. Ye GDP no na ye 6. Say there be last make a try away senior Richard Anyagba. Make a try and say as much as you people want to keep the core values of your party, you must realize the type of system you are in, the type of game you are playing, and the people you are playing with. And yet then the National Cathedral Babakacho say, Obi and Niska. One Kasawa audit. Yes, Obi and Niska. Yes, there be at the end Yam Shebe Breku Fuado. And if you so for Supache, Konako say the rent is keeping my Obi, Konako say the way Mobi and those because why? Because they know, say, MPP is not the type that is going to fight. Why do you think people like me? Domens, I can tell you, say, people like me not because I'm able to explain things. So, but when him say, we MPP new, we NDC new, we Jimmy and Felix appear there, or the party beton chain, and you correct. You understand? Oh, yes. And I will do that. You understand? And that is what people like. How can you hate Abronye? Let's be honest. No matter how can you hate Abronye?
My senior in the law school.
Oh, okay. He's giving it to you. Bamba. Abronye is a learned guy. He could have chosen to sit down and just talk about the figures and facts. No. But when we say, I cannot take a knife to a gunfight. And that is what MPP has to do. Now, finally, for the next person to come, finally, what we need to do as communicators, and then they say, Yani ayewo online, me ma me jollof no me 1 year wo no. Yenti ase say, yen panifo na omukuta traditional media no. Sebe ujai ya bra KOFI TONTO. Say it was Nanseyan nurses the who ye no. And who say wakasa hash bako, but a decent guy, obe making the point, obe one who said the wakana ye throw, but on to me no one yet, sir. Ye lie on yes sir, you know, because that is not his caliber. Onipana odine chiba umiano, that is not their caliber. But many umi enuna yabo ye too crazy our ano. So I say yes. I say many umi enuna yabo ye too crazy our ano. Yan say ye tuta ye nira. And this nika bua usu try me. E wanu akwa chiri na we onye MPP ni ana. MPP for we dey I say now we fellas no MPP for ne dey. Omo ya kwasi ampa for ha no hu say dey bi. So what I say, and until we learn those type of things, no, then the party in penny for no must start supporting our efforts. And I'm not talking about financial alone. I'm talking the efforts by she said TikTok for Gua Jollof ye program. We ye program. Se me meche Jollof video me a regular blogger. Uti. But say young fan say obi or what Samira office, obi or what doctor office, or media so say Forson cancer, those big boys say oh to me shares are the enemy. Hey, tell people na say Forson cancer crash share any video there. And the mamin ko eden, mamin ko tea. And that is how we would also be able to check. And that's also NBC for bloggers, no. Even now, no mamin's car tomo no, or manu nye din bio. Adentia because yes so okay mommy pachoko yo pacho kasa me pacho kasa na yanko solo pacho ma mommy enwie na me ma mrem wa
your friend say and na me run go pa you tell me run when say asama me kan ye sa Igbo kini ya wa betra Ghana
aden why den
na me de me kan ho asem kakra
why den
many a Igbo ni bi wa adwuma and then asem bia wa ka kire me sa say me ya no prepa de a and e John Mahama wa Uganda wu pa and e komo bi ni edina sa asem we komo we beto asem ale di ni be ka kire me say na me nim say sa Igbo king no one in a dissenting president in about power na and I say what does she mean? Well, see, one non sponsor John Dramani Mahama. And you may of course who are back to the moon say you working or come. One more could see someone new about to the moon you working and crop for Shembi. Felix, Ghana, you say Debbie. Ghana, we are not safe. Now, my sister China Yamebo demonstration because your Basa Igbo was Yampeni King Yuso. I Ghana. Yes, police for what Ghana say, Pomucho, where they never near walk or bull position and go for. Any pair of then this is womb, MPP womb, CPP womb, Afro womb, will be a B womb. It's a so na alata fona ko fama ko di samone an ko prepare ko fo ho yesre a police fo wo Ghana na say boki ya betiri apente ya wo hye ni chekuntan ya o tie ko nya kakra kam wa kuko nyina no John Dramani Mahama ene nkran hemfo ene hye bechi
ma mary and prepare
yes alata ni Igbo ni na samo ka me ho dwiri che se no wo Muala for Igbo king the day be developing the country among Musumpe. Na Ghana, rather some now, say. I feel bad over can say Ghana for a party for now or Bano for one in a Ghana ni. And until Sai Bokino, and ya betri, yes, I am an Ghana. It is a say, how he will jump Mahama shall achieve there. And the Ghana, you be Huna Manisa and Fian 9. What can say? You to what Ghana bet to Mahama and he booking so tia. A palm woman free Ghana. Ghana, Yenyato, Felix, the dancing, I mean, sure, no, it's not true.
Medas, mammy, and yes, why idea. Mefa 2 more people. Na ye we into one there you all talk, but after more no mefa nipa me no pe na me we me time na ye be. Sabina mpofu ampacho wa babaka na unya mbae. Me pacho mba back there edu. Who 3 minutes fire kwe.
Yeah. So we see a home so trade to say good trade.
Sa.
There ba kwa ade ka make a check share bibia share of the good ba okay. Na yako for so mo na ko ba. Ade ba kwa ye di tax o Ghana. Ye fema utufu. Ade di tax o Ghana fema o che. Ade di tax o Ghana ye fema boat akwo. Ade di tax o Ghana so ye fema northern mohin. But the big tax o Ghana the ma president a wo Ghana. Na ya di tax e di amount any bibia. Na wo no ye ni ye him e chain president ya was. Obi a wo Ghana be able him chain president was. Na wo president timi ko show obi echi. Se wo ni di ya him for atem. Etimi edi him for na temwa from day one. Ama nipa na wo di him for na tem. O sa ba Ghana. National security kaya ni onye onu mu ojadia ni otimi hwe nipa. Na onu tax na wo twa o sa de BOKA e bi tira ho ba. Na what I can say on vice president baby a ye na sana ye. It enaya ye wo muti se Ghana yin save.
Baby o.
Ana Ghana for majority no. Jimini wo especially youth no. We are waiting ya wutimi ni MPP. Obi a wutimi biara, wutimi ni MPP. Ana wo pe dipa wutimi o wiase nyina eye mahama. Go se show by certificate. So wutimi to obi ata. Because wutimi kan che wutimi hin. Na wutimi hin na ata mi wie, nipa na wo sa ti bi na ata bo ni ba. Wo sa the national security ga sa bo na wo ba hin. Na wo bo ni pa ko to say ka say. Aka, me pa say judicial na ye need that so Ghana ye need that so. Who said you sack a as I say. Omu one of them. I say that. It's we are Ghana you not so ye engineer so ye engineer. Who dream? Who sure na wo no wo Ghana na wo no wo Ghana. When you say na wo fear na wo ba baby. Here embrace so politics no e say na engineer. Me sila mo Ghana for e wo say ye dey nice for. Because o man peni that o man peni ma say Ghana no just o nya bad ya yo ya hwe do ko to abade o beton eno na o ton no because Nigeria ni ayewa je bo any quite wo ye wo Ghana e do na wo ye Muslim Ghana youth so we ye youth that wo Ghana ma wani na ho because first pa o ti Ghana o ya o kidney problem before and a year. You were paid for a year. Take your quality. And then, Ghana, give up the pan yet. Now, we have mentioned the taking out a Japan free zone. Miss Lam, we are MPP, and this in Ifa Basta or the Baba one. The Gaffa one plan. So, who does it cancel the better word? Because we are a spoke of the Yatifita. Yes, in a year. From Facebook, me ma do no for. Ono na dey wey dey so on kan ya what mean international. Especially omo anyoma kese wo mu fie. Bibia atebia no beka and what mean ya dey. Won ti mi enya ne shi. Na me ka bibi o na ka dey chi. Won ti mi nya ne shi. Ade ti da kana ye jimi sa. Ye him for no. Tom Ghana in the country. Tama ya here for no teach woman crown. A funny bosom now with you much. No, would you know myself?
Yeah, me. No matter so say Kenya was a moon chain here, Papa. It won't come on back. No matter only yet. Another one here. I put no more. No one is up with you with him.
Baby.
What was up for you? Oh, confirm where you can't rob it. You try to start with you for the
Baby.
Can I get to do? Because of your so funny, me and so Ghana ye. Yes, Ghana, a Yemini one assassin, a Yemini assassin, a Yemini Wodia, Yebia to us. I will say a year to Crani and the Petamim coming up every year. Young Papa Money and what that nobody get to one. That would be to one. I got to one, Nigeria, even to a better be seeming in Ghana. I give them more money. I give them what some levels for Ghana. Miss Lemo, the way MPP, we are in this political, a little too change. Now, you're interested in the way I can't calling him. I go follow before buyer, but if you make that not care buyer, Ghana for your net over so. But in national insurance by the net over so. I go for the way of the train set by your net over so. Another study by you. You're not so far so. 141 opponents. You're not so far so. Now, Mahama buy your partner this legacy bed over leave your car. I will have to be your two. You're your money more than no show. Now, what you go support to Nigeria, what you go support will be all send one for that. What you sponsor will be said only a penny for them. Give him out why you'll be there. Yeah, some from Ghana, or one will be there. Yeah, here for one will be there. And you just tax the command or change. And I demand of voter in the tax man. And I said, not like the tax man. And give them more than for Ghana.
May I say, Edu?
Yeah, Mahamas, yeah.
Ghana
or managing. The new maybe over that same Koya. Yeah, can't you get a Koye? Yeah, I see now, Mahama after 4 years, Obeko, who in the back a dear bag also more in the a dear bag, I get some part I did some Miss Labuminia, and Melanie to so we are MPP near. Very proud, so we are MPP. And name very proud, so we are MPP.
May I say, Edu?
Canada Japan or Fata. Or Fata. Oh, we are in our Fata. But a new time play or Fata say I didn't call a coin. Only Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, not a pastor. My penny before or call 2 times. Or my penny or my money that for the Oko 2 or 3 times. Baumia Guana, yet back. And then young Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Chido, we are carrying the Japan and Cage. The cat here, the young Naya Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, Dr. Mahmoud, but this night, the woman is here, and Dr. Mahmoud Baumia here, because Dr. was say, or no, Dr. also was the one who did it. Now, now, no great person. Now, this will be president idea of obey. Mr. Ramos and Mrelato saying in I am Dr. Chidom, the doctor, on the washing at Peneso, and pray, on only a Moses. Now, no one else in a Joshua. Now, why was we MPP? And that's why was we NDC? I'll be MPP at the Ashe. I will be what you say. We need a BBS. Yeah, you
that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, him for no. Yeah, the woman. Almost do it.
That's it.
Yes, you know what Ghana. Yeah, the yen that's what the yen should not see. But says yeah, the yen should not.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Be on my and morning if I don't so.
Moving Kebi. Why are there? Your fight. Yes, Kwame. They say when I do something, count 2 minutes and then I sorry as well. Amen.
me wadwen kyerɛ kakra because me fata sɛ me tu mofo me wadwen kyerɛ kakra kyerɛ fa ɛne me bu so betimi no betimi ayi ne ya ɛyɛ MPP leaders no
yo
na kwaso sɛ 7 period sa Africa election no ɛnyɛ abrochire election sɛ abrofo yɛ election na yɛ de yɛ wa kontu mu ne de yɛ nyina yɛ nim tane yɛ ɛna bibi memu so election no ɛyɛ different so the make sure na say it is 7 period sa political party our power what you nyuma sabio Dr. Kwame Nkrumah pa nyɛ adwuma sɛ de Nana Akufo-Addo adwuma wɔyɛ because situation na do beto mu no any situation Dr. Kwame Nkrumah beto mu difference wo it is not the situation obi abeto mu na hwɛ adwuma obi ayɛ ne dia na kyerɛ sɛ Nana Akufo-Addo deɛ obi na ebeto na compare but who say after your party no omu tena hɔ ama sanye adwuma wɔyɛ ne nyina awo da ayɛ sɛ
Sister Diana, that's it. Don't pick anymore. Why, Pacho? Out together, please.
There's no way there's no way because that time, after 2020 election, want to meet multimedia, the whole Ghana, and to maybe a banner piano, chat, pictures, videos, the about better. I didn't demand support 2 or more gentlemen. No more judge to make anything 50. What about more power? Emma or opposition, I this, you know, at the minute, you got to Ghana media, no more than 80%. After a 20 a good to put your country, some Ghana 40 me toy. I'm a mutu abesi. It's the same person you're ready for now. So, my position, I did no move away. I form a because Shanano and Pasasama, Edra, Pasasama, Finance Minister Hodina, and Masama Joshua of Kai. I guess what come here because someone needs to opposition, you know. I buy the BB, I no play no crano. What kind of news you know my first conference? No Muki, Oma to Munchene, I say, it's just a strategy, you know. Everything but
all right.
Because I want to know money and Ghana, you know. I didn't have to do the movie.
No.
Because sometimes people are going to know if you are a bit tougher than this one half of this one. So you get what I can be more better. It's just that by this time, no, we're sorry, no, what party, no. Because Sabin, as I said, 2 months ago, someone no more about Mudane, a private, no more because of it. Eduane so nu na wo kasa ya na ede kakra ena Nyankopon aye wo matom eduane na fi omonu media so omonu bibiansi eto mo start so mo be kasa because I want to now sorry anta buy no said o mo ye mo abamu na mo man ko position na mo trata ho dia one ho position go to transfer dia re ni aba
all right
buy mo sika nyina ya ni dia
me that's it
so one sorry no more start to say o mo be kasa no mo start on best 20 sika
yo
I Africa for 7 big no. So we don't touch up one such 7 billion to win power that day. We're going to need to be sure say we'll be about 50 cities to be controlled by Mano. We'll be about 100 to control by Mana. As I was arguing in a year, Juma. If that's started the most of Fabi. Yeah, tell me. Sorry, I can't move on. When you be peer, and for the map, I'm more online. I'm more party. No, woman from the FM station, no more coming my woman. Woman, yes, Mama, a party, power. Now, black was your threat, I would say, idea. You're then going to put a bad day.
That's it.
I put a bad day,
but that's it. That I can see.
But that's it, Jamaica on senior.
That I can see my job, and I keep on the brief, mammy. Mr. Mama, mobile, no bad, 3 minutes. Max, there's so I can say that I have to go. Why, Mr. Mama?
Fellas, I'm probably say, Nana to this command is over media for no. That's what Johnny have some war. If you throw fish on my wife.
About you, Mate. So,
I'm quite communications.
Quite fusu.
And then we are going to go up a dinner. Oh,
why?
You are not no communications a man and Adi.
Why, Eugene?
Enemy
say,
enemy say.
Enemy say. Oh, who be adding the case? That of a patch of father brought away in telling you combat 3 minutes. Bragazi.
Hello.
Yeah, me patch of father brand name.
Yo, I was here for mitia mu nyinaa no majo me danyamiase ewo platform ya Braflex abui ama yansu nya kwan se bitimi aba platform so na ye to adwen etimi ehu okwan ya befa so a enkunim eba beye MPP dia ebiu na enema papa nana Akufo-Addo aban ni Dr. Bawumia eyoye no ye besan ato so akọ ekinye bie ni ho se MPP aban no eya aban a edwene enipa nyinaa ho wan nwin binom ho enya ebinom wan dwin enipa nyinaa ho ndi aban a otise no na se onyakwanya na oba aban mu na enye no nko na oche ewo aban no mu a bigidi se enema bibiri be kokan e de amayen finance minister de budget aba be kekan enema hodo bibiri aba be toto enema mu achen senia wan kan se wan ma meyo no nti so hwe ne a aban yitwa mu Dr. Bawumia ene yen His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo no mo beyo ye no a obusunafo etinye bia eni ho se aban a etwa mu MPP aban ne Nana Akufo-Addo ene Dr. Bawumia won ye adwuma pa adwuma a won ye oye no MPP NDC for the atro ene propaganda abedane ne yama nyina ni ebutu ana se wan bedane eni butu yi ekika ensem a wan pe na masema mi bisa ne se sabri ya yaba opposition edie ben pochen ana ye beyo intentem yi entempe ya ye ntrase nkusi brebi ne mom entempe ya Braflex madaroma mo ni mudie na itimo na yihu no kwasem a mokan yanso ye dia hoden ene ni mudie ne nyansa ebetaye chiri na yetimi aton yen frag vera ayibi you know na yetimi abo empoa na Ghana for dodo na rabete Ghana ye dodo na ye mebunu no so de ma be bri ne hia won na yebetimi ama won anya enidaso ene arehyimu se next MPP government na eba no e de mwa kese bebre Ghana ama yakoye nganim eno nti minuanom me stress moma ye moye homodin bia se animu ye be hwedwumaden ase na se ya shafie kran so deda na afei ye hwe okwan ya ye befa so a yebetimi aboa inuanom bi inuanom no ebi ya de pa o hwe the way a wonti enye sika eto credit eba program ahoro so enye flex program in other programs wonti nya daage ba so na ese ye bo nga ba so na ye boa won so okwan biara yebetimi eso eno nti mesre obi biara o platform so youth biara o chemene e wo my Ghana mu ye ni da so ene ye yidi no ejina MPP so eno nti mesre se moma yemfa adwumaden na yemfa strategy anase yemfa concepts anase plans ahoro a yefa dia yedwuma isan say yenim adwuma NDC for ayono nanu ye okwan ya Kevin Taylor edi atrosem akuhwisem na dasem ekafa empanyimfo edi yenim ho na ekoye nokre ema won atrosem no propaganda no ebeye nokre ema won ema MPP ho beye ehi ne ho beye ehi pa ko si se ibi mpo yenga yankrofo MPP fompo yanko yantimi yanko ankoto aba saade no ena ehye na eyeme ya se esisa na niami bisa ne se ye beye den na yetimi sa entokura wan bone wo MPP enyuma papa Nana Akufo-Addo ene Dr. Bawumia won yoye no won yetimi atuatua mu ntokura ko du bribi mpo se edu abato obre no na enye enipa kono se obepakoto aba ama NDC pomi enhwe cathedral national cathedral ho nsema wen kan ya and let no cray a film ever say Obian is that the entire to a manosono injunction at that. As like a 3 Danish Sunti and Action train, and yes, you can't even to Action train. And Confonso the Star at Truina, at Trosomi, I'm a happy. It's answer you move Brinano, ya dream of form crash.
I don't know what I don't know what I'm
What the only I don't know about. What the only I don't know about a bedding. I'm like that with the train.
Can say. And na yen and you between your shassia yon and I yet 2027. The minimum says, yea, meet me your not ya faso. And they are correcting me. Maybe what does it say? I throw me brain everywhere. You probably dream.
Oh, yes.
I trust them be brave. And everywhere in if I dream. And for MPP are buying home. And so, and you're not correcting your one back. Propaganda, or you'll be said. Fasu I trust them no. O ka. And I have a credit, but it's the winter. Na ababe adi edipa no atie. No ya fa. No ya diatum. And so na entisa. Enti me pamucho ni na hobrasi mu. Mama ye mo ye ho modinga nso se ye nuano ma when wo Ghana bloggers ene unga ye media horo se no. Mama ye nhwe se okwan bia betumi di eniaman kakra bi push wo encourage wo nga enkofi aban no nkwambo side mpo a na kakra e betumi di aboa ye nuam na push wo no akodrum pepensu bi na at least one so wonyanya akomatoyem kakra ema adwuma bi esese ye yo dewu adwuma bia atrosem biara ye beta ne ani akre ne etie ye programs be bring brother Felix program yi so a ema yi mu bi hu eniema and Crawford can't any no credit. If you would not so the to about ETI, the Pamcho, this answer, Brennan Lawson, me the Siha, na Obifu Franso, etimi, and Aquine. Not Messer said, Mama Yan Twaswa, Mama Yan Coswa, Sabi Achiansu, Muye, Essing Casa, Dina, not Yentimi or Pine, Akodoso, na Yensu Suniama, Yensu Toniama. Na MPP are buying and Samra Power View. Never that's what Papa Emre or my Ghana.
Miss Medasa, Pabra, Simedasa, as I said, as I'm your regular panelist on this page because now I've been blessed twice. This week, tender have stricken twice for me when it comes to you. God bless you. Facebook, Facebook, YouTube for Ahani Edimubesi. Open say what was we cry na sa obi akanipa 1 2 3 pe memfo obi abi because the wujumedi and na efiada why metena say 3 hours 6 minutes ni na metena say ya chere ni amem ya man krofa chere o madwene ya bi akasa kama nte ya montima esa intimidi mu besia na wa open oba TikToker Felix Apia political zone oba TikToker with me be the 3 submissions na akano na eno nti medamuni na ase mo am request ya meant me am fam no mo fa o da bi me pacho obekasa mo am wo so ne de pacho mbeka ma me pa de se mean to me mfa bio because after mo no that will be the end of today's program na me ya adoma Monday ye beba e ya na mo abantem mo mantem agro ne ye da na mo ba na ase Saturday so time na e den e ko timisre mo mo den na mo ye na me ya adoma next week so no ye wo other I would also expose to you in terms of the energy sector. My senior information be about the Tumedi Portia, Kevin Taylor, ABD or Ghana. Migusua me assess Sakrama into next week. I might have some flesh on it. Fache me because of their American and Indiana maker say next week no may they expose be beba na ebio so the intia Kevin Taylor. Woma fight ya pese yo horo no ho no dwumadie ku ama pese odi ni bedi no me de no so kakra ebetu dwa hopefully bedi ono na manya ho flesh intimidamu ni na asese mutumi je brana mutie ye onyame ntina ni mu kyerem no onyam kese asoboni yesi eniboni yifra no boni ye katum wana edwene ye ho boni dambo na refrain ye won chefa wana epeye na mewe wonam wana epeye moja enum wo moja yeshua hamashiya dimu amen. Take YouTube for and Facebook for bye bye.